shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
This will not be a long one. Trust me on that one. This will not be a long one. Liverpool have crashed out of the Champions League at home with a terrible performance, in my personal opinion. But we've gone out on penalties, which is the cruelest way to lose a football match. But over the two legs, Liverpool just were nowhere near good enough. Absolutely terrible performance in both legs, in my opinion. We'll probably get into it slightly. For whatever the reasons may be, why that's happened, we can assess that another day. Emotions are running high tonight, so there's no point trying to do it tonight. If we try and do it tonight, then we're just going to probably think the wrong things, say the wrong things, etc., etc. But nah, we were over both legs. PSG deserved to go through. There's no point in us even fronting. We can't lie about it. We've got to a point in the season where it's actually a good job that we have a lead in the Premier League, because there are just so many of our players running out of energy, running out of steam. I can't really say exact reasons why, other than fatigue, maybe. Jota, the injury, Jota's just not looked the same. Gravenberch is absolutely spent in midfield. He's walking around. He's not got energy. Gakpo come on. Gakpo looked like he wasn't even fit enough to come on. There's just, there's a lot, man. There's a lot of negative to take out of this. We lose Ibu and we lose Trent during the game. God knows how long they're going to be out for, or how bad those injuries are. So that compounds even more what happened. So yeah, man, it's just an all-round bad performance. PSG are a good team. We didn't go out to any mugs. It's not like we've lost to a poor side. We haven't lost to the winners, which is frustrating. If you go out, you want to go out to the team who wins, so you feel a little bit more just of going out rather than to go out to a team that doesn't go on to win it. I see a few people saying it's cramped with Ibu. I hope so, unless you guys have actually seen officially. Me and Cal did say during the game that it looked like cramp, but you just never know, do you? But yeah, I hope it's cramped, because we got a cup final in 4 days. But yeah, I just think all round poor. Just all round poor. Like, there's no two ways about it. There's no point in trying to beat the bush. There's no point in trying to think of anything or whatever. It's just terrible all round. I don't think anybody really and truthfully comes out of the game and they can say, yeah, like, I've had a good game. I've done my thing across these two legs. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I know there's going to be a lot of haters and a lot of rivals in there as well. Considering we are the best team in the league, I'm sure you get your 2 seconds of laughing, and then we'll be back to regular schedule programming. But yeah, man, Liverpool are out. We just don't have the squad to be able to go on all fronts. And that's why I'm just glad that we have a lead in the Premier League and we're in a cup final, because I said it, and me and Cal argued about it a lot when we ran out the FA Cup. I said the squad isn't, even though it's a good squad, the squad isn't good enough to go for all the competitions. And that was why I was glad we ran out the FA Cup, to give us a little bit more. But you look at it today and you look at how tired everyone looks, and you just think, yeah, we just don't quite have the squad to even be able to go far in this competition either. So, you know what? I asked the boys before, and I'll wait and see when they come back what they say, because I asked everyone if this would take the gloss off the league if we went out of the Champions League, especially early. And the boys said, nah, nothing can take the gloss off the league. Okay. So I'll see how everyone feels now. I'm not even saying whether it's taken the gloss off it for me. But I asked the question. I'll even put it to you guys. Going out the Champions League as bad as we did, does it take the gloss off the rest of the season? Or is everybody okay with it because the league is what we wanted the most? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Premier League over everything. I hear that. It just feels shitty right now. I hear that. Look, guys, I'm not saying it takes the gloss off the league. I'm asking, what do you lot think? Because at the end of the day, we did badly want the Champions League, right? We did. So going out, you know what I mean? And going out early as well. Going out early. But again, this is what the crazy thing is. I actually don't understand the whole way I know PSG were poor in the group stage, and Real Madrid were poor in the group stage, and that's why City and Liverpool have had to play them teams earlier than they should have. But but they still have to just reassess how they do it, because how can you win the league and be the best in that part of the competition and be rewarded with PSG in the next round? PSG, a team who had to go into playoffs to get through. Do you get what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then I'm looking at other situations. I'm like, Dortmund got Lille, Arsenal got PSV, Aston Villa got Club Brugge, and I'm like, and we got PSG, one of the top 5 teams in the competition, and we were the best team in the Champions League in the league format. It doesn't make any sense. The whole thing is just bullshit, really. Now you just look at it and you just think, like, I like the format. I don't have an issue. I think the format was cool. I think the league format was all right. It was more fun. There were better games during that point. But the whole part for the qualification for the next part, that bit is all wrong, and that needs to be changed. There's no way you should top the group and then get a team that's 4th or 5th best in the whole of Europe in your next 16. The way it's formatted is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, some people want to get themselves banned. Fair enough. But yeah, we're out, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me read a couple of these super chats. Just Labs says, look at it this way: we lost to Atleti and we won the league. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Jay says Slot does not trust the squad. He should trust the squad more than he does. That's the problem for me, Jay. I think there's some players who've proven that they need a little bit more trust. And I think the starting lineup was all wrong, which I'll get into after these supers. Jay also says Slot. I think that was the same thing twice, Jay. Big up. Big up Erwin says, I might be wrong, but did Cal say something about Alisson was better at penalties than Donnarumma? No, I don't know. I don't think he said that. I don't know if I'm right. No, everyone knows that's the only thing Donnarumma's actually good at. Although he turned into a good goalie tonight, and he'll be back to being a shit goalkeeper next round. Watch. Even though many Brazilians don't even rate Ali because of his penalty abilities. I mean, I don't know about that. That would be weird if you don't rate him just because he's not good at penalties. But what is weird is that he's the best goalie in the world by a clear mile, but he is poor at penalties. I do find that weird. Like, it is really weird to be such a good goalkeeper but not be good at penalties. I don't know what it is about that, but yeah. He's one of the worst penalty savers I've ever seen in my life, if I'm being honest. But he's the best goalie in the world. It's weird. Big up Jay also says, we never won on Robbo's birthday. Oh, yeah, I forgot it's Robbo's birthday today. Boy, it is what it is. And I can see a lot of people as well that are in here that are talking about Nunes and Jones. I'll be honest with you. If you want to just shout at man and have a go at man because you just want to, then do that and just be honest with yourself and do that. If you're going to try and rate a player based on them missing a penalty shootout, may I just let you know, and I'm not even trying to take the piss, I'm just trying to like bring you back to reality. If you actually are going to say you're a shit player because you missed a penalty, Roberto Baggio, one of the greatest players who ever lived, missed a penalty. So he's shit, is he? We won the Champions League because Andrei Shevchenko missed a penalty. And if I'm not mistaken, Andre Pirlo missed a penalty as well in that shootout, if I'm not mistaken. 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game. Let's not do this. Come on, guys. If you want to just say you don't like the player or you just want to cuss the player, just be a man and do that. Don't start blaming them missing a penalty while they're not good enough or they're rubbish or whatever. That's absolute bollocks. I'm not going for that. That's crazy. Did I just see another super come through? No, I didn't. I don't even know if I'm going to wait for the boys to start penalty shootout. I might just say to start the player ratings. I might just start. The boys are supposed to be joining me as soon as they can. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, so Adam, if you want it to be me, if you want it to be you, I'll talk to you. So Adam says, forget about the penalties. What did they do when they came on, and why do we keep making excuses for them? They cost us. Adam, that's with all due respect, bro. You're talking absolute fraff, bro. When they came on, they were not. I mean, Gakpo. I agree with you on Gakpo. I don't know what is wrong with Gakpo. I really don't. But what Jones did today was better than what Gravenberch did, and Gravenberch was on for the whole game. And Nunes made a massive improvement on what Jota did. So, Adam, if you really want to start putting in energy at people, instead of making it obvious you just want to slew the people you clearly don't like, let's talk about the real game. Jota, diabolical. Gravenberch ghosted the whole fucking game. But you want to talk about the players who came on? That makes no sense. That makes no sense, bro. That absolutely makes no sense. Absolutely makes no sense, but cool. We do what we want to do in it. That's I said. People don't even need excuses to go at people, but now those are going to be the scapegoats because we didn't win the game. It is what it is, man. Welcome, bruv. What's going on?
Man, just bad all around, innit? Like,
before we get into player rating, just let me know what your view is quickly on it. Actually, I got some supers.
Yeah, I did the supers from first.
Yeah,
just my view in the game.
Yeah. All right, let me get rid of this. Big up Harry, who says, I think our players have run out of steam. 100%. Matt, I don't know if you agree with me. I was saying to the people before you come, I'm glad we've got such a point gap in the Premier League because I think our squad's done. Energy. I'm watching it, and I actually think we're done. Like, I'm even worried about the final. On Sunday, like, we look like the energy is just gone, bro. We do not look like we've got. Yeah, bro. It's actually like. It's very, very. I'm very, very glad we've got a lead in the league. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, 100%. We needed that lead. 100%.
Don't forget, League One or Liga is nowhere near the Premier League intensity wise. I'm disappointed we are out, but I'm not mad. They are players.
They're players, I think.
Their players will naturally be more professionals. No, that's very true because they don't have to work hard at all during Monday to Friday in their league. So that is
nowhere near 100.
Eagle says VVD hiding during the penalty shootout, disgraceful. I'm gonna be honest, bro. We only got to the third penalty. We don't know whether Virgil would have took one. He was probably 4-4-5 in it.
That's a good point. You can't really say it was hiding. Listen, and I also want to just make something clear. I get it. 2 players miss penalties, but it's not on them why we kind of went out. You can't just blame Jones and Nunes because they missed penalties. Like, our original penalty takers were taken off. If we think about it, Soboslai, McAllister, Jota normally takes them as well. Jota's taken a few penalties in penalty shootouts. And even Trent.
If I'm being honest with you, bro, if you're going to get angry at a player for not taking a penalty, I actually think you should be looking more. And for whatever reason, he doesn't look right. So this might be something to do with it. You got to look at Gakpo before you look at Virgil. If you want to start saying, why didn't he take one? He's the best striker of the ball in our team.
I was surprised Gakpo. When I saw Curtis Jones take the third one, I was like, Curtis Jones.
Even Nunes taking the second one. For me personally, I'm not going to lie. I didn't want to say it during the game because I didn't want to jinx it. And in the end, it didn't make any difference. Nunes is actually quite good at penalties. I think Liverpool's the first time he's missed. You know when he missed that penalty during the game? If I'm not mistaken, that was the first penalty he's ever missed in his career. So like
he's got a good penalty record in general. He's
actually quite good at penalties. Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought he might have been further down the pecking order.
So did I. When I saw Jones, but that's when I kind of realized, like, that because Gakpo would have naturally taken one as well. Like, bro, it's just
it is really, look, penalties is penalties, man. You know what I mean? Penalties is penalties. It's one of those things, man. I don't think
VVD was hiding though. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think.
I don't think he was hiding. Yeah. I reckon the Eagle Shark. I reckon he would have took the 4th or the 5th one. I don't think he was hiding. I don't. Eric says, been saying we are going to get knocked out once we face a team with tech. I don't want to hear Salah's the best shouts anymore. Love the guy, but he did not step up when it mattered over 2 legs. Again, bro, we can't just all of a sudden start slewing the man who's having the best season in Premier League history because he didn't.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
in the Champions League.
Yeah, do you remember when we said as well? Like, I made a valid point of Salah has been stepping up so many times this season. Yeah, you're telling me Salah has to step up every single game, every game. There's a reason why Madrid are arguably going to get to the final, in my opinion, because they got match winners. It's not just Mbappe. They got Vinicius. They got Rodrigo. They got Modric. They got Valverde. We needed more. When we said Salah, we then next say, oh, we got Gakpo. Gakpo wasn't even fully fit. You can see Gakpo was struggling after 5 minutes. There's a reason why Gakpo wasn't even brought on earlier on. And we made Diaz get so tired to the point where it's like, all right, we just have to play him. What baffled me, though, Drift, if I'm being honest, though, is even with Diaz being tired, he still didn't want to bring on Chiesa, bro. I remember when I said the manager's actions speak louder than words, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I was saying. Even as going as far as to starting Jota over Nunez, actions speak louder than words. Now that could actually flip on itself in terms of Jota might have actually just put himself in the shop window because that performance was really, really bad. But this is what I'm saying. The manager not starting certain players is telling me what he really thinks of them.
No, but I don't necessarily know if I agree with that. Sometimes it can just be you made a mistake. I don't think starting Jota is because you don't rate Nunez. I just think he made a mistake. He thought Jota was the better player to play today, and he fucked up. I don't think you can always just go, oh, it's because you don't like Nunez.
Drift, the last 2 games, Darwin Nunez has got an assist and a goal. You would arguably start the player who's got confidence rather than the player who can't find.
Yeah, so that means he's just made a bad decision.
No, what it means is even though Nunez has scored, he still doesn't really trust him in big moments, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I just think he fucked up. I just think he fucked up.
He doesn't trust Nunez. He doesn't trust Chiesa. He doesn't trust Tsimikas. There's a lot of
players I agree
he doesn't
trust Chiesa.
No, but they're all in the same bracket for me personally. Like, this isn't me trying to pick a Nunez. It's me saying there's a crop of players I feel like he doesn't really trust. If he does, bro, he would play them more often because he's the killer. Robertson, there was actually, when I deep it today, Robertson kind of frustrated me a little bit at times, but I never got to the point where it's like, all right, he's got to come off. Maybe at one point when we was under a bit of pressure. But the others, I don't know. It just baffles me. Like, I know what you're saying. There could be another reason for it. Genuinely, like, I'm not like Mystic Matt, but I'm only going off what I see. And what I see is, for whatever reason, certain players he doesn't trust because he would have played them. This is a big
I know
game,
he doesn't. But even if he doesn't trust them, I'm not giving him that out. I don't care if you don't trust them. That's your personal problem.
No,
you
bro.
You should have played the players.
No, I agree with you. No.
So he's not getting away with it. We're going, oh, we just don't trust him. He's not getting away with it for that, bro.
No, you're missing my point. No, bro.
No way. That's not even a talking point.
Bruv, I'm not giving him an out. What I'm saying is, for whatever reason, the manager does not trust these players. Of course, I'm going to blame stuff for this. You wait until I get to the rating. I'm not saying what he done was right. I'm just giving you a reason as to why these players who we think should be playing are not playing. It's just as simple as he don't trust them, like how we feel like they can do something. It's as simple as that. It's just a reason, not an excuse. There's a reason. I don't know. There's two different things, bro.
Even admitting that might be the reason, still to me is kind of like a bit of a get out clause for him, as in like, oh well, if he doesn't trust him, that's why. I just think he fucked up.
It's not a get out clause, bro. I'm just telling you what, bro. We've seen what's transpired when we first saw the starting lineup. We all said, why is Nunez not starting? It don't make no sense. Why would Jota had a stinker against PSG? Yeah, stinker. They played us at the halfway line because Jota was unavailable to flipping do anything of use. So you think to yourself, well, you're going to play Nunez, right? Because Nunez had a good game on the weekend. Play him. That's the first thing I didn't understand. Secondly, I was like, oh, I thought he might have went with Tsimikas. Okay, you didn't play Tsimikas. Lo and behold, we were questioning why play Jota. We should have really just gone with the no striker theoretically, where like you did a 4-2-2 or the 4-2-4 like we did against City. None of those things he did. I don't know why he didn't do them, but all I'm saying is, bro, this is more reason for me to believe there's certain players that aren't going to be at the club anymore, because this is a big game and the manager still was refusing to play them. He would rather play an injured Cody Gakpo, than a Chiesa that's sitting there waiting to play. That's my argument.
Chiesa.
Yeah, this ain't me trying to back Slot. This is me just telling you this is why they didn't play. He just don't rate them. We can crash out on Slot 100%. What I'm saying is, though, they didn't play because he don't trust them, and that's an issue.
No, I hear that, but what I'm saying is
Yeah.
I don't even want that to become a focus. It's just no Slot, you fucked up. Like I don't, you know what I mean? If we start doing the discussion, we're like, well, it's probably because of this, and then we're
No, but it's a
almost
discussion.
like
We're pointing to as to why he
taking the heat off him a little bit.
No, bro. What I'm saying is this is the reasons why we have. I'm trying to keep it very cool here, bro. What I'm saying is this, yeah.
I get what you're trying to say. I just don't want to talk about it.
No. I know you might not talk about it, but we're giving our reasons as to why he messed up. He messed up because he didn't trust players that we feel like he could have trusted. This is what I'm saying, Drew. These players that we feel like can play a part, whether it's Endo, whether it's Simicast, whether it's Nunez, whether it's Chiesa, we feel like they should be getting more minutes. The manager is clearly not playing because you don't trust him. That is the reason why we're crashing out. I'm giving you the reason as to why.
No, I get it, but it probably happens all the time in football in general when a manager will play a player instead of another player. It's because you don't trust that guy. Like that's kind of just football, right? Like that's always how it kind of is. Like
no, because people are trying to give excuses.
I think you're missing what Matt's saying, Drew.
Yeah,
Matt's not saying that Slot's right for not trusting these players. He's saying
I know he's not. I know he's
the reason why we're in this. Yeah,
is because he's not trusting players.
Yeah.
So you see how you would say Endo should have had more minutes this season. Matt's saying he agrees with you, but the reason he didn't.
I know, 100%. No,
this is not me trying to defend. I'm giving you.
I just don't think you lot get what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is every manager in the world ever, generally speaking, it's normally because they trust someone more than another, especially in a big game, why they'll play that player. So I don't even want that to become what it is. He trusts Jota more than Nunez. Yeah, that's probably true. But I don't want it to be that it's just, whether that's true or not, forget that. You fucked up. It's your fault we're out. Do you get what I'm saying? Like because all managers do that. All managers go with somebody because they like him more than this guy and trust this guy more than this guy or whatever. That's always kind of the case, right? If you really think about it in general, I just don't want that to even be the topic. It's just Slot, you fucked up. That's it. You fucked up, bro. I don't care whether you trust somebody more. I don't care what the reason is, bro. You just fucked up, and today is massively on you.
Bro, what it is,
massively on you.
100%. What I'm saying is, though, but people didn't. Sorry, quickly.
We're not disagreeing.
Yeah, we're not disagreeing with you.
I know you're not disagreeing with me.
People didn't come in. No. But people came in to
trust man or not. Fuck that. That's irrelevant,
bro. Listen to what I'm saying, though. People came here to understand why we got to this point. We came to this point because what I'm saying, I believe, has transpired. Hence why we are crashing out. People didn't come here to hear us as, oh, Slot's just crap. Like, we just look the show. They want to. They're trying to understand why we got to that point. Because some people are going to differ in it. What I'm saying is my issue with Slot today, yeah, and I've always had this issue, but it's happened at a big stage now. Is that there should be players that he should have trusted, and it hasn't worked because he don't trust them. And this is why, even on the Monday night show, I was saying there's certain players he don't trust. And I said, actions speak louder than words. And today we found out the hard way. That's all I'm saying, bro. Do you know what I mean? We just got to kind of, I get it, everyone's vexed, but we're trying to rationalize why we are here, innit? Do you know what I mean? We can't like, everyone's vexed, innit? Everyone deals with things differently. I'm just trying to like rationalize as to, I reckon everybody's in the same boat thinking we're all crashing out on Slot because, again, there's certain players for some strange reason or good reason, shall I say, he don't trust them. And this is why we weren't able to win some of the games we was able to win this season. And here's another one. So
let's
man.
Allison.
9.5 for me.
Yeah, do you know Alisson made some absolutely outstanding saves. I know he didn't save no penalties, but in terms of keeping us in the game, Alisson made like bare saves, like 3 to 4 saves. Alisson's a 9.5.
I'll go 9.
The reason it wouldn't have been a 10 for me is because he didn't save any of the penalties, but he was
yeah, if he saved penalties, that's like another masterclass again.
I don't know how you can be so good at being a goalie and be so poor.
He's 9.5. Me and Matt both went 9.5.
It's kind of strange. Like I don't know what it is about his brain that doesn't function well during shootouts. It's strange, man.
We say that. I think we've got to add context that we say that, but only 1 out of those penalties were savable. The other 3 penalties were not savable.
Nah, Kai, if you watch Alisson, he barely even goes the right way. It's not like he has to get to the ball, but he barely goes the right way.
But apart from the first penalty, which of those penalties can he save? Even if he goes the right way, he's not saving it.
No, but going the right way shows to me you've got a little bit more about you, as in you kind of know what you're doing. Like, he just does the guessing thing.
But
Like, if you watch Donnarumma when we
back
took
of the
our
net.
penalties, Donnarumma actually waited to the moment where he knew where the player was going to go the right way. He
No,
didn't
but,
guess.
again, it's not that drift. The first one, Donnarumma didn't move with Salah, so we can use that excuse as well. The one with
Yeah, it's a
Nunes,
great penalty, isn't it?
I told you where Nunes was going, because when you look at Nunes' history of penalties, that's where he always goes. In the same way, Szoboszlai and Ruud van Nistelrooy always go to their left. So that's quite easy to predict. Curtis Jones one he gets right, but Alisson's what if Donnarumma's trying to save the PSG penalties, I don't think he saves any of those.
No, you're missing the point. I'm not saying Alisson has to save the ball, but going the right way shows me this is why Kelleher's a better penalty saver, because Kelleher waits and he actually goes the way the ball goes. He doesn't just guess. You know those goalies that just guess where the ball goes.
I think Kelleher is a specialist.
If we're talking about it overall, then yes, fair enough. Kelleher's a better. But if we're talking about just today's game,
No, I'm talking about Ali in general, bro. Ali's just bad at penalties.
That's what I'm saying. Let's focus on today, because today's game, he couldn't have done anything about those penalties apart from the first one. And I think
but it's not just about today, bro. If you're a bad penalty saver, then you're just a bad penalty saver, isn't it? Like, it's unfortunate if we go penalties with Alisson in goal, we just always know we're at a disadvantage because he's not good at penalties.
I think, yeah. What it is for me when I said, you because remember you lot said I was.
He's a goalie that guesses. He doesn't. I don't think he actually anticipates. He guesses.
I want to say something here. During the game, before it got to penalties, I said I'll take Alisson off and put in Kelleher. You lot said I was being cold, and I said you lot really care, or do you want to win? I know it sounds harsh.
No. We were saying that Kelleher would be cold, like he wouldn't be warmed up.
Bruv, he's a penalty saving expert.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why I was being ruthless. Nothing against Ali. Alisson's, for me, still the best goalkeeper in the world. But every goalkeeper, every player has a weakness. His weakness just happens to be penalties. He's just not the greatest. I don't think he's crap, but I just think Kelleher is a specialist, bro. Remember I said Donnarumma, if he goes the right way, he's saving it. Donnarumma's kind of a specialist as well, though. I did say that to you guys as well. There's a difference. Alisson just doesn't have that in his locker for whatever reason.
The point I'm just trying to make is I've watched goalkeepers over the years that it's not a fluke that they are good at penalties, like Kelleher, like Donnarumma, as two examples of goalies who are just very good at saving penalties because they actually watch the body language of the player and more wait to the last minute to anticipate and actually go the right way. So even if they don't get it, they go the right way because they wait. Alisson, to me, is one of those goalies that's just like, he picked the side before the players even took the shot and just goes that way. And if the shooter goes that way as well, he does. If not, you know what I mean? Like, Alisson guesses for me. It doesn't look like he actually pays attention and knows. He just guesses. And for me, that's what makes you a basic penalty saver. So that's the point I'm making. There's actually a skill to being good at saving penalties. A lot comes into it to a degree, but there is a skill to being good at penalties.
Mod assemble,
I'm just saying I don't think it's relevant for today.
Mod assemble.
Because
but it's relevant while he's our goalkeeper, because whenever we go penalties,
but even if Kelleher's in goal today, he doesn't save any of those penalties apart from maybe the first one, like Ali should have.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you see PSG's penalties?
I think Dembele's is the one that I would say he couldn't save. I think if he goes the right way, he could have saved Ramos.
Desiree Douar's one was mad as well, though, bro.
One. He's not saving Doué's one. That was virtually top corner.
I can't even remember Doué's one, to be honest.
And Gonzalo's one is right in the corner. Kelleher's saving one of those penalties.
I still think he could have saved it if he went the right way. Anyway,
I think it's the first one, but yeah, let's move on for that.
Trent. I'm going to go 9 for Trent until his injury. I thought Trent was really good today.
Oh, my days. Mod assemble, please, man.
I was going to say 8.5 for Trent.
I'm giving Trent 9. I thought he was really, really good, you know, bro.
No, did you say 9 or 9.5?
I said 9. Yeah, 9 for Trent.
Yeah. Trent was up until his injury. That was one of the moments in the game where I started to worry as well, because we lost a little bit of that creativity. Even though I think Kwanzaa was brilliant when he came on.
Kwanzaa was very good as well. Yeah.
We lost a little bit of that creativity without Trent, which is what I was worried about. Ibu.
This is a tough one for me because I feel like when he slid in, it's not his fault. It's just unfortunate that he collided, and then obviously he gets tired as well. I don't even know what the situation was with his cramp or what. I don't know. But all in all, he had a good game. It's just that obviously that coming together he kind of had with Ali. And then Soboslai kind of, I guess Soboslai was trying, I don't know. Soboslai pushes him as well when he's trying to recover, when they're trying to fight for the ball.
I think when I watched it back, it looked like Sobo was trying to get to the ball, but so was Ibu. So I think Sobo was trying to push Ibu out the way to try and get to the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if you lot have watched it back yet. And again, I put the least blame on Ibu, but he's got to clear that with his left foot. Going with his right foot for me wasn't the right decision. But
I don't think you can clear that with his left foot while he's sliding.
He can, bro. If you go and watch it back, bro, he can.
I've watched it about 3-4 times.
He can definitely. It's actually easier to clear with your left foot because the ball comes across you more, so you've got more time to actually get rid of it. Going with your leading leg is actually more difficult.
I see defenders do it all the time, though, Drift. I'm telling you. But
yeah, but that doesn't make it right.
I agree to disagree. I'll go 8 for Ibu. Flipping out these bots, man.
I'll go 8 for Ibu as well. And I hope he's okay and it's just cramp. I really do. Virgil. Can somebody put it on slow mode, please? Because I think these bots ain't stopping, man. Yeah, Virgil.
What a
Cal throw. Yeah.
He has. Yeah. Flipping out. I'm gonna go and put it in slow mode now. Give me 1 second. Can I do it from my phone, or do I need to use my? Do I have to use my laptop? Because it's quicker if I do it on my.
To do what?
Slow mode. Can I do it from my phone, or do I have to use the laptop?
I'll do it then. I'll do it. What's your Virgil rating?
I don't think Virgil was immense, but it was good. I'd probably say 8 again, maybe. Probably say 8 for Virgil.
I've got 8.5 for Virgil.
I'm not gonna argue with 8.5. I'm not gonna argue. I thought Virgil was good, don't get me wrong. But there was one bit where I was like, anyway.
He was kind of at fault for the goal a little bit. But I guess because Robbo went up the pitch, that's why he had to. But he kind of did.
He kind of was caught in no man's land, like when he tried to. I don't know, like he tried to anticipate, and then
Robbo's
not his fault.
Robbo and Robbo, in my opinion, were probably the two most at fault for that. Also, Ali doesn't give a call to Ibu either. So if I'm Ibu as a defender, I can't not leave. I can't not do anything there. I have to do something because if I don't do anything, if I don't touch the ball, then Dembele's got a free shot.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody's blaming.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, like, for me, I don't think Ibu takes any blame in the goal.
No, I'm not saying he takes blame, but he should have cleared it with his other foot. He should have left foot cleared it. Right, a right foot clearance didn't have any control. It was just getting a touch to it. Whereas if his left, he could have scooped it away from the goal mouth. But I don't know. These bots, man. Mods assemble, man. I shouldn't be the one quickest to it, guys, and I'm also controlling the screen. Robbo.
6.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible, but he was frustrating, especially attacking wise, man. Like, yeah.
I'll be honest, I think defensively Robbo was all right. I just think he spammed and did a bit of silly crossing and passing. I think he defended well, though, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving him a 6.
I don't actually remember a time when he really got done, so I'm going to probably go
goal.
7 for Robbo.
The goal was on Robbo. He didn't engage. He stood off and let Barcola have all the time in the world to pick a pass.
He did, to be fair. And the first goal.
Yeah, that's probably the one time for real. I'm still gonna go 7 overall though because I thought he did have a good game.
I'm going 6.5 for Robbo.
He lands on a 6.5 then.
Oh, great. There's now footage of Virgil van Dijk speaking to PSG's president, Nasser Thingy, in the corridor. They're having a very good chat. Probably about how much you want to make at PSG next season. Sure.
Don't even make jokes, bro.
Bob, I'll be real. I'm surprised someone's even got this footage.
Gravenberch.
Or
He was poor, man. So poor, below the standards that he set himself, even below the standards of just general. He was poor, man. So poor, bro.
McAllister.
He was better than Grav.
6.
Yeah, I'll go 6. He was better than. It's just a shame that he had to take a yellow card for Robbo's stupidity. I forgot about
He
that.
didn't have to. He didn't have to take a yellow, man.
But Robbo effed up the move, and the move
No, I
broke
think
down.
it was Diaz, wasn't it?
No, Robbo
Was
tried.
it Robbo?
Robbo just gave it to the goalkeeper, basically. And then McAllister panicked and then swiped and took the player down.
Oh, I wouldn't say that was a mistake. It's just a poor cross. I think saying it's a mistake is a bit harsh. It was just a poor cross.
Robbo, like I said, from an attacking point, broke down a lot. He put in some decent crosses. There was a couple of good ones. I'm not going to lie.
No, but I'm
And then
saying
there
a
was
poor cross isn't a mistake. It's just a poor cross. To say a mistake would mean like he dived in and missed it or something. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a mistake. It's just a poor cross.
Do you know what it is? I want to keep the same energy that we've had for Trent all season. Do you know where Robbo was when McAllister had to make that challenge?
Do I know where who was?
Do you know where Robbo was when McAllister had to make that challenge?
Well, he was up the field because he literally just put in a cross, isn't it?
But it was
But
on
they
the other
literally
side.
broke down the other end.
But his recovery was so bad.
No, but he was on the
But
other side.
They
because
broke
the foul
down the
happened
other side anyway.
It's cool. We move past Robbo.
Yeah, they broke
I
down
just
the right, bro. So it wasn't even about Robbo for that part.
No. The ball came down Robbo. Then they switched it over. Are you forgetting it was dribbling? McAllister take him out. They came back down that side of Robbo, and then they went through the middle to the other side.
No, I don't think they did, bro.
They did. All right.
Didn't they just go down the middle and then pass it out to the right?
No, not that I remember.
I don't think they went down the left. Who else? Soboslai.
5.
Nah, Soboslai was as good as McAllister, I think.
I disagree.
His decision making
Weren't good enough.
bro.
I know, but he definitely was the one in the midfield that was helping us to like.
Yeah, his
press and
defensive
get
work
the
was
ball
good,
back
but
and stuff
that's
like
not
that.
his defensive work was good, but that's not his only job.
No, I know, but I still think it's a bit harsh. I don't think he was worse than McAllister.
But if his defensive work was really good, but his attacking work was really poor, then it balances out to a 5.
I don't know if I say his attacking was really poor. I just say it wasn't.
He didn't do anything from an attacking standpoint. He thrashed at shots. His final pass was bad. Remember the one where he laid it off to McAllister? He laid it off short. Like,
I'm gonna go 6 for Soboslai. I'm gonna go same as McAllister.
Don't get me wrong. Sobo worked really hard again, but bright light shining. Just left a lot to be desired, in my opinion. I'm giving him a 5, 5.5, 5.5 for Sobo. His defensive work was really good, but his attacking play again, like
He landed a 5.5. Then Cal gave him a 5. I gave him a 6.
yeah.
Diaz.
go 6.
I'm personally gonna go 6 for Diaz. I think his end product could have been so much better, but he was tireless. He worked hard. He was always involved in the game. I'm gonna go 6.
Can I ask you? And this isn't even aimed at you. Is it not a problem when the first thing we say is he worked hard and he was tireless? Is that not an issue? Because isn't that the standard of a footballer? Isn't that
not when you're playing against a team who's dominating you the way PSG did? Maybe if it's like Southampton at home or something like that, you shouldn't talk about work rate. But in a game where we're getting absolutely pummeled in terms of like the constant counter-attacks and the whatever, his work rate, I think, is a necessity to try and relieve pressure whenever he can. And I think for the most part, his control from the long passing was good. And then even though in the end his decision was probably the wrong decision, he was at least getting us up the field to some degree.
Hard work's the basics. Hard work is the basics.
No, but he's extra hard work. It's like Soboslai. There's hard work and then there's like extra hard work that does
But
need to be given that
McAllister's
extra.
extra hard work as well. I think Ibu's extra hard work. Virgil's extra hard work. Ali today was extra
I
hard
don't
work.
agree. Those guys are extra hard.
Robbo every game's extra hard work. There's not we can't, as much as we can talk about Robbo's quality. There's not one game this season where I can sit there and go, Robbo ain't worked really hard.
I agree with that.
They all work hard. So when we
no, but
but
people like Virgil and Ibu and that, I like Szoboszlai is like a different level of hard work. Like there's levels to the hard work.
Just because someone's running more than someone else doesn't mean they're working harder. They're just running more.
No, generally speaking, it does, bro, because they're putting more effort in.
No, it doesn't, because if you're marshalling, if you're doing, but football's not just a physical game, it's a mental game as well. So if you're constantly thinking and making the right decisions, let me land. If you're constantly thinking and making the right decisions, that's just as tiring as the physical aspect. If we lead and say, if we're speaking about players, and the first thing we say about Szoboszlai, Diaz, and other players is they work tirelessly today and we're really hard working, then for me, that just, I'm like, okay, but who doesn't work hard at Liverpool's team? Like everyone works so hard in Liverpool's team that when someone doesn't work hard, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So for me, like it doesn't wash with me. Like Diaz gets a 6 because he was fighting. When I say fighting, is in fighting with players to try and keep the ball and win the ball back. But final decision was poor. Footballing IQ was poor. His passing was off. His crossing was poor. I can't sit here and go, yeah, my man lit up or did a good thing today, because as a winger, that's what I'm judging my winger on, right? I'm judging my winger on how good he does going forward.
But who said he did good today? I don't know who said he did good.
No, but I'm just saying, like, whether it's Diaz, Szoboszlai, anyone, I'm saying, are we judging these players based on what they should be judged on? Because if we're not doing that, then I don't get it.
What's everyone's rating for him?
Diaz, I'll probably go 6.
I sit on a 6 as well.
Salah.
7.
I don't know, I'll be honest with you. As much as Salah had some really good chances, and I can't lie, some of them chances, like especially the one where he opens up his body and he just bends it. He tries to bend it round Marquinhos.
I think that was a bit more difficult than what you may think, Matt. But you see the first one when he just hit it straight and the defender blocked it when he could have gone for either side. That chance was a better chance for me.
Like Salah had moments in the game, but if we're being honest, that's the best left back performance I've seen from anybody in a long time. Nuno Mendes over the two legs kind of finished Salah, bro. Can't even lie. You can't really give Salah.
I skinned him up a few times in the first.
No, he did. He got past him, but you see, do you know what the difference is?
Look at the second half when he should have got the free kick as well.
He did get fouled, to be fair.
I can't believe he didn't get that foul. That was let's not even talk about the ref. The ref was a dickhead.
Yeah.
The issue with Salah is Salah's standards are so high, and the fact that we're so reliant on him that if he doesn't do something, if he doesn't get a goal, if he doesn't get an assist, everyone automatically goes, "Oh, he's been crap." The first one, yeah, he could have scored it, but also let's give Nuno Mendes some credit there. That is a fantastic block. That's a fantastic block. He also has another one blocked by Kvaratskhelia that's in a corner. Again, another fantastic block. The one you talk about where he opens up his body, for me, that's more of a half chance, but he makes that for himself as well. He also creates the chance for Diaz when Diaz goes through, and instead of shooting with his left foot drift, he decides to chop back and chop back and chop back. Like Salah was the only attacker today who looked like a goal threat, who was actually creating anything up there. But because he's the guy who has to do everything in the attack wise, if he falls short, everyone crashes out on him. When are we going to start asking the others?
I don't know if people do crash out on him.
Oh, people are saying he was a.
If I criticize Salah, I get told I don't like him. I'm a hater.
I didn't mention
I'm saying from the people. So I don't think they crash out on Salah.
I'm seeing people giving him 4s and 3s. Are we saying Salah was as bad as Gravity?
No, but to be honest with you, I don't think a 4 or 5 is like overly. I'm gonna give him a 6, but I don't think saying he was a 4 or 5 is like I'm gonna be that angry at him, because I can maybe understand where they're coming from.
So was Diaz better than him today?
I'd probably say they were similar in different ways. In
Nah,
terms of
Salah
overall-
was definitely better
This is
than
my
Diaz.
point.
But,
If we're
but
saying we're good with 4 or 5,
however-
and none of us gave Diaz a 4 or 5,
Yeah.
so how are we good with Salah?
No,
No,
I
no,
said
no,
I'm
'cause-
giving him a 6. I said I
Yeah.
just can't be mad at anyone saying a 4 or 5 because I kind of get where they're coming from. If someone had
Salah-
said 4 or 5 for Diaz, I'd have been like, oh, I kind of get where you're coming from. I'm giving him a 6. I'm giving him the same as Diaz.
I thought it was a bit better than Diaz. I'm going 6.5. But again, here's the thing. It's so difficult with Salah because Salah is the talisman and people want to defer, but sometimes people need to take responsibility for themselves and not just give it to him and expect him to bail us out all the time. And that's where I do understand where it can be a bit harsh on Salah because it's almost like, okay, give him the ball and let him take us to the promised land. He can't do it all the time. Someone else needs to step up. However, I've also got to look at his individual performance. And he wasn't crap, but he wasn't amazing. Well, we have to keep it about. Nuno Mendes had another good game against him. Not as good as obviously as the first leg, but Salah did have chances where I thought he would bury one today. At one out of them chances, I thought he would have buried today. So
I tell you
I'll go
the only
6.5.
The only thing that worries me a
Bit better
little
than
bit
Diaz.
about Mo is, and I mean, to be fair, we only need one more really big game out of him, and that will be Sunday. And then we can hopefully just cruise to the title now and just keep collecting the 3 points, hopefully, and get the title wrapped up. But
Actually,
Salah's slightly having the, even though it's way later than before, which is really good, he's slightly having the, is it Ramadan or is it just Mo always runs out at the end of seasons? Do you get what I mean? Because I think if you look at the last 3 or 4 performances, is it Ramadan or is Salah slowly running out like he has done in the end of seasons prior, where like he just loses that bit of something at the end of the season?
all right, I understand what you're saying, but I just remembered it, and it's making me want to change my Diaz rating to a 5.5. I just remembered when Salah actually played him in, and Diaz tried to do too much,
What I
and
said.
When he should have shot, yeah.
I can't lie. I'm changing my. I don't. It's looks change it now, the whole thing, but I'm changing Diaz to a 5.5. You know, I just remember something. Salah, if that's Cody Gakpo, like who's not injured, I think Cody Gakpo buries that chance that Diaz has. Salah literally plays him in. Diaz takes a touch, cuts inside, then cuts inside again, and the move breaks down.
Yeah, he should have just hit it first time. I don't know what it was.
I can't believe I forgot that. I just thought about it now. But yeah.
So what we say? I'm gonna go 6 for Salah.
I'm going 6.5 for Salah. I'm 6.5.
I'm sticking with a 7 based on what we've given everyone else.
Oh, what? Sorry.
I'm gonna go with a 7 based on what we've given everyone else so far.
Oh, okay. So it ends on a 6.5 then. Jota.
Oh
1.
my lord. Just put him in awful, bro. And just it's done. It's a wrap for Jota, bro. Just put him in awful.
I'll be honest with you. Is it almost basement thing? Could Jota be the first one to go in the basement?
No, I'm not gonna go that far.
He's fighting to stay out that basement because Jota's just flattered to deceive since he's come back. We're trying to give him a bit of grace because you don't know what he's going through or whatever. But I'll be honest, if the manager's starting you, the manager says that means the manager trusts you then, and he sees something in training that you're doing. But if you're gonna go out onto that pitch and be that stinky, and I kind of knew it was a mistake slot starting in from the beginning because I just knew what was gonna happen. Yeah, just put him in. I'd put him in awful for now. I don't want to overdo it, but I'll put him in awful.
I think it's the injury.
It probably is, but
I think it's the injury. He looks knackered.
I can't use that as an excuse
but
because
Slot started him.
it's not even that. All right, fair enough. You might be tired, but well gone for his touch. Well gone for the body strength. Well gone for bringing others into play.
But all that will be
shooting.
affected if you're tired, though, Cal. Especially body strength. If you're tired, you ain't got no body strength.
He was crap from minute 1, bro. You can't.
But bro, do you remember that moment, Matt, when we're only about 15 minutes into the game, and I was like, Matt, look at Jota, he's blowing already. Like he looked like he was physically sweating and knackered 15 minutes into the game, bro.
I'm not gonna give him that grace drift. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Like,
fair enough.
He was.
I don't know what's going on. I'm worried about Jota, man. He is not playing well at all. But
We need two
whatever.
new strikers. I love the guy. I love Joe, but we need two new strikers. It just is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. I love him as well, but it might be that time.
I think it might be
can't
that
lie.
time as well. You can
It
kind
might
of
be,
see
and
it.
that hurts me to say it, man. But it might
Obviously,
be that
yeah.
time.
He's
Substitutes. First one to come on was Nunes, I think, right? What we going for Nunes?
Kwanzaa.
Was it Kwanzaa?
Was that one of the
Oh
two?
yeah, shit. It was
Kwanzaa
no.
came on for Trent.
No, I
didn't he?
think they came on roughly around the same time, you know.
Kwanzaa came on for Trent.
I think they kind of came on around the same time. But if I'm not mistaken, he made this Nunes sub while Trent was getting treatment and then made the change straight after. I think they pretty much came on at the same
you're right,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. Nunes. I'm personally going to go 5 for Nunes.
I'm gonna go 4 for Darwin.
What are you going for Nunes, Matt?
Five.
I'm actually going to go 8 for Kwanzaa. I thought Kwanzaa was brilliant when he come on. He stood out so much to me.
I'm gonna go 9 for Kwanzaa. Hit the post as well with a really unlucky shot.
Kwanzaa was cold when he came on still.
Very, very impressive performance from Kwanzaa when he came on. Very impressive. Where you going, Matt? Because Cal's gone 9, I've gone 8. What you going with, bro?
I got 9 for Kwanzaa. Yeah, I thought he was ridiculous.
Very, very impressive. I'm so happy to see he's got his confidence back, man, more than anything.
Like, I've also got to factor in that he's a centre back playing at right back, and you've got them absolute techies, little speedsters just running at you all game. Well, not
I
all
don't
game,
think
but
he
when-
let any of them past him either.
I don't think. I
Honest.
think they kind of tried to. They maybe one or two, but they kind of deferred and went to the Desiree Dwar, whatever you pronounce his name. He was going more so at Robertson, and Robertson started to get cook up.
No, Due was staying on the left, but he wasn't going up against Kwanzaa like that.
No, I swear Dewey was going on to the right, bro.
No, Due was cutting in from the left and shooting.
No, Dewey was on the right, bro. Remember when he was just carving through? Because he
I
went
think
near
he
Virgil.
played
Remember,
both sides today.
Robbo and Virgil had to kind of showing some grown man strength when he tried to go through on that side.
I think he played both sides. I think he actually kept swapping over. I think he played on both sides.
His shots were coming from the left, man. He was cutting in from the left and shooting.
I remember. I do remember one time when he was on
remember
the right.
when Virgil and Thing had to get shown the ground match because he was in that inside right channel.
Yeah, he kind
Our
of ran through the middle there and then kind of kept on going. But
maybe I'm just thinking of that.
predominantly
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to argue that. I don't mind being wrong on that. I just thought he was on the right hand side.
Jones.
Bro, I'll be so real. He started off getting on the ball, and I was like, okay, and then he just went. I'm talking Jones literally went and sat off the pitch. I don't even remember seeing him after he came on for
4 again. Apart from Kwanzaa, all the subs were poor. There was 4.
All right, I'm gonna do Endo first, because obviously we'll get to. I think Gakpo needs a little bit of a talking point.
Endo didn't come on.
Endo did come on.
Endo came on a centre back.
Endo came on a centre back.
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry,
Well, you actually made me start thinking about losing my mind there. I think I
you know what? I'll take that back for Endo. Endo, I'll give a 5.
Yeah.
I'd have gone 5.5, but yeah. All right, Cody. No one's gonna disagree. Cody's going in the basement, right?
Do you know what it is though? He's not.
There's going to be a reason for it, but we're just going to be fair to that.
But this is a serious indictment. No. But let me say this though.
He's got to go in the basement.
But this is why we have to be careful. This is a serious indictment on the manager. This is very serious.
Yeah. Facts.
I tell you why. The guy hasn't played. You haven't played him for obviously because he's injured. Everyone's been asking where is he in training? All right, cool. You bring him on, and within the first 2 minutes, I said, Cody doesn't even look right. He's already tired. Cody was so unfit that Cody should have even been at the game. He probably should have been watching it on TV back in his yard. That's how bad he looked, bro. He couldn't even run. You said it, Drift. We have to put Cody down the middle because he can't run. Put Nunes on the left. It made no sense.
Yeah. It was crazy.
That was one of the worst substitutions. that I've seen Slot
But
do.
even though
personally.
we'll crash out on Slot when we get to Slot, while we're doing it, it's so unfortunate for him because
If you're gonna put him in there, I
is the one.
understand it.
I think Gakpo's got to go in the first basement of the player.
I don't
Because,
think so, Drew.
I just feel like if we're
no,
gonna do
Cal,
it, though,
if we actually think about,
gotta be-
regardless of the reason why, if we look at how much he didn't do anything, I mean,
Yeah, you're right. No, I
why
hear
would the
it.
manager play him? It didn't
No,
make
not
no
even that.
sense.
For me, if you're in the basement, you've not just been poor, but you've also contributed to us losing. Cody didn't contribute to us losing that game.
I hear you on that.
There's more for me. There's more of an argument for Jota to be in the basement. And I don't think Jota should be in the basement. Cody shouldn't be in the basement. I think that's unfair because 1, he wasn't fit. 2, the manager threw him under the bus, and 3, he didn't make any mistakes that actually cost us or hindered us during the game.
I know, but sometimes his lack of effort could have been like considered a mistake because there were times when he wasn't like the player would be there like Cody engaging, Cody just walking is like, oh my god, and then the player just gets a free run at the left back. Do you know what I mean? Because Cody ain't doing anything. But I hear what you're saying. Right, this is going to be very interesting. The manager. No, sorry, Elliot came on, didn't he?
I'm not gonna lie, Elliot done nothing.
I'll go 3 for Elliot. He didn't do anything, did he?
No, I'm talking like Elliot just done nothing. I'm tempted.
Well, what are you giving him?
Bob, I'm tempted to put him in awful. I thought he was horrible.
What are you giving Elliot?
But
Elliot, Jones, and Nunes all get 4s. Endo and who was the other one? Endo and Kwanzaa get more than 4s. Like they're all 4s. Like Nunes came on, had about 5 good minutes, and then was crap for the rest of it, and missed a penalty.
you know, it's fine. Someone needs to go. I know exactly who's going in the basement. Yeah, go. Who's next?
Oh, okay. So that'll be it. So we're on the manager
next?
now.
Basement. I'm not even being emotional. I'm being genuinely serious. Can I give you my reasons though? Because I want to bring some context. You know, some people might look at it and go,
yeah. "No, let's give him his rating, and then you can bring down your thing." What are you giving him, Cal?
Again, I'm not going basement. I'll probably go 2 for Slot.
I agree with Cal. I'm gonna go 2.
All right. Can I tell you why I'm saying basement? And I need to see if you guys are going to agree or disagree with me.
Go for it.
All right. So the manager starts Jota, who's been out of form since he's come back from injury, and decides not to play the striker, who has a bit of confidence, who's able to get an assist and a goal over the last 2 games. He also decides to allow PSG to press us into an oblivion because what he thought was going to happen this time around was going to change. He also thought it was a good idea to bring on Cody Gakpo, who was not even fit enough to get on the team bus. He also thought as well, and this might be a bit harsh, but I'm going to say it anyway. It was a good idea. Sorry, no. I'll get back to that point. I want to say something else. He also thought that now is probably the best time to show everybody what he truly thinks about some of these players on one of the biggest stages of the season. So when we're calling for players like Chiesa and people say, why isn't Chiesa playing? Well, it's because Slot doesn't trust him. And he would rather play Gakpo, who had 1 leg, play over Chiesa. If I'm being honest, that's actually lunacy. This is the first time I'm actually can sit there and say, that's actually kind of crazy, bro. Even if Chiesa is not really doing nothing in training, just from a fitness point of view, you have to play Chiesa like by default, bro. That's absolutely lunacy.
No, Matt, I'll go one better. If you really know Chiesa is that in the mud,
don't put him
Tsimikas at left wing. Just put Tsimikas left wing.
Or if I'm being real, if you really don't rate him and you feel like he's not even good enough to be your squad, don't bring him to the Champions League now. You just wasted someone else's opportunity. I'm being so serious when I say that, you know.
Put Rio on the bench.
Yeah, bring someone who you feel like you can trust. Why are you going to bring players there just for the sake of it? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying if that's not lunacy.
It's not a fitness thing with Chiesa. I hope we all know that, right? It's not a fitness thing with Chiesa.
So what do you think it is?
bro, we're in March. If we're sitting there really buying that BS that he's unfit to
No,
play
what? So
any
you actually think Slot just thinks he's just not good enough?
Slot doesn't rate him.
He don't
It
rate
doesn't-
him, bro. He don't.
Like,
You know what?
I don't understand how this isn't like so glaringly obvious at this
Yeah,
point.
No, but
Bro.
if you lot say he doesn't rate him, then I just want to understand
Yeah.
based on what you would think it is, because generally speaking, obviously, like we don't know goals in the training, maybe Case doesn't train well, etc. I get that. So I'm just trying to get where you come from on what it is that you think is the don't rate him part, as in we know Chiesa is a good player. So
But
it's like,
something's wrong,
what do you think it is why Slot doesn't rate him?
We don't know, bro.
We
But
will never
don't
know. We can only make assumptions, but we can only go off actions.
What would
You know,
your assumption be? If I said to you, take
Yeah.
an educated guess, what would
Yeah.
your assumption be?
he just feels
Must
he's
be-
not cut out for his team. He feels like he's not
must
cut
be
out.
training mentality or attitude.
Yeah, must
Okay.
be. And I also want to say this as well. The manager's been phenomenal this season. This is just going off this one performance, and I don't want people to take what I'm saying out of context. This is just for today.
Yeah. When I'm seeing people saying Slot
Yeah.
ain't good enough, I'm like, oh my god, guys.
No. This is just for today. I feel like he made some
What the
really bad
hell?
decisions. Gravenberch, we've all said it for time, is tired. In fact, at halftime, I even said I'd actually bring on Endo. Even if you wanted to bring on Curtis Jones or whoever, we as fans can physically see players are mentally and physically tired. You are the manager. You're supposed to identify these things. You're one of the best managers at doing it this season, if not the best. Why on the biggest stage did you decide to almost be stubborn? Because this is where I'm really disappointed, bro. You've got players there who deserve a chance. I don't rate Darwin Núñez very highly, but Darwin deserved to play today. Why did you not play Darwin Núñez? I don't understand. Curtis Jones even deserved to play today. Maybe should have started. Maybe could have got better rhythm. Why didn't he start today? Why didn't Simic? There's players that I feel like he hasn't utilized throughout the season, and we're now got to that key point where we can all sit there as a fan base and go, he just don't rate these just don't rate these players, because actions speak louder than words. He will be starting these players. He would have started Núñez. He would have started Curtis Jones. He would have started even potentially Endo, because as much as you need technical ability, you need fitness. And we were just out of it at one point. We were playing for penalties.
Can I say something, Matt? And by all means, I'm not making any excuses for Slot.
No. This is just an honest conversation. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Shall I tell you what it is as well? Some of these players that we're saying you should trust more, when they're getting a chance, they're not doing enough either. Some of them are genuinely not doing enough. Chiesa, since he's been here, again, very limited. But in the limited time we've seen, Chiesa hasn't been good enough. I don't think Elliott's been good enough this season for most of the times he's played. Kwanzaa hasn't. Kwanzaa's now starting to play well. Endo's won him over, rightly so. Núñez hasn't. Like, can he really be blamed if you don't trust these guys like that?
But
I'm not saying he should have rotated more and all that. Like, Endo for me is the glaring one. Endo for me is more than earned his opportunities to get more minutes than he's been getting. But when you look at the others, like,
you don't trust him though, Cal.
No, but are they giving him a reason to trust them?
Yes, that Endo has.
Endo has. Endo's the one. That's why I keep on saying Endo's the one.
I'm trying to use logic as best as I can. Yeah, Carl, I don't fully trust Darwin Núñez. Everybody knows that. I don't trust him in front of goal. I don't trust him. But I'm trying to use logic. You're playing a striker who's struggling, who's been crap since his comeback. He hasn't done nothing good realistically. And then you've got the other striker who you don't really like, but he's at least scored and contributed in some type of way. Why on earth would you play the striker that in the last time you played the exact same team got absolutely embarrassed? Them centre-backs are able to walk off the pitch and just go, hey, that Jota guy, hey, that's light work.
No, I hear it, but Matt,
they should be. We're at Anfield, Cal. We've got to give them something to worry about. Even if people don't agree with Darwin Núñez's antics, whether you think it's good enough, that's not even about me. It's more about the manager. For me, using his intelligence and going, do you know what? I still don't trust that Darwin, you know. But do you want to know something? All right, cool. He might have a bit of confidence where he might be able to do something. But do you know what he's done, Cal? He's proved to me and proved to everybody, in my opinion, he will never trust him, because you're playing a striker who's so out of form, out of sorts. you'd rather play him over the guy that got a goal and an assist. That
I
makes
hear you,
no
Matt,
sense to me.
you're absolutely spot on. Which
We're
is why
moving like Jota's R9 or something. Or
no,
like,
I hear. What
do
did
you
I
get
say
what
when
I'm
I saw
trying to say?
Jota? What did I say when I saw Jota in the starting lineup? I was like, this is wrong. This is
So
wrong.
is that not a glaring issue?
No, of course it is. We've needed
For
this
tonight. Not remember.
No,
A
but
lot's
it's been a
changed in
glaring
the
issue all
summer.
season.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Matt. Here's
Yeah.
the thing, and again, not to make excuses for Slot. Has Darwin done enough to go, bro? I'm the guy. Why are you playing Jota still? He hasn't.
He
Of course
he
he
done
has,
enough
bro.
for me. He
He
done enough
scored
for
a
me
goal
in
and
the
got an
last two
assist in the
games to
last
make
two
me
games.
think that, you know what, I'd rather
I'm
start.
not sorry, boys. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about just today. I'm talking about in general. We're talking about him trusting the squad over.
No, but
over
you've
the
got to go
understand
with
that.
what's happening
But
at
we
the
can only
moment.
go.
And
We
if
can
his
only go
last
a
2 games
form.
he's
If
contributed,
Cal, all
then
jokes
you
aside, if
play
your
him.
form is stinky, say your form is stinky. If the manager's still going to play you when your form is stinky, unless you're Salah or Virgil, you're not going to get that pass, you know. Because Jota hasn't done enough to the point where he can just pull up stinkers and then we just go, yeah, but Nunes hasn't been that great all season. He's not in that stratosphere, bro. That's my argument.
No.
Jota, as great as he is, and he has been, is nowhere near on the level of Salah, Virgil, where they could probably pull 5 stinkers in a row and we will still say we'll leave them to sort it out. With Jota, you have to make a decision. Jota, unfortunately for him, has spoke about himself. He said, I'm not in a great moment. And someone said in the chat, I didn't even know this is true, Cal. But Cal, you might even remember this. Apparently, Jota hasn't scored in the Champions League for 4 years.
Well, we weren't in it last season.
But 4 years, bro.
Is it? How many
Jota
seasons?
apparently said that. Am I wrong on my right, chat? Apparently, someone had the quote.
All right, so all right, you might be because we didn't score this season. We weren't in it last season.
Yeah.
The season before that, we got knocked out of Real Madrid. I can't remember. I'd have to go through the games and
yeah. But my whole argument is, but what I'm saying, let's say it's 3 seasons, 4 seasons. All I'm saying is though, bro, I know what you're saying. Nunes hasn't won us
I'm not
over.
saying Jota should have started tonight. By the way, I'm not saying that.
But
I'm saying have the players who are who we're saying should be getting more. Have they done enough over the course of the season to go? You can trust me because apart from Endo, I don't know if any of them have.
No, you're right, but I'm talking about you've got a decision time. This is now decision time, Champions League knockout. Are you gonna go with the player who you trusted since you've been here but has let you down and he's come back from injury, or are you gonna go with the player who you just don't trust? You practically were gonna sell him, but guess what? He did
today. I'm going. That's why Slot's got such a bad rating for me.
And this is
tonight.
But this, in my opinion, was quite a fundamental error. Like it can't even be overlooked. I'm not gonna listen. I'm never gonna say Slot out, Slot's crap. I'm not saying that. But this tonight here was a fundamental error to the point when I saw the starting lineup, I said to the chat, the first thing I said was, "Oh my lord, he's starting Jota. They're gonna press us to the halfway line, and we're gonna get suffocated in our own half." Pause. This is gonna be a long night for us. It has to be Nunes. Gravenberch is another player who you guys know I rate so highly. Sometimes I can be slightly even biased at times if emotions get the better of me, bro. Gravenberch looked like he wanted to step off the pitch at one point. There was nothing left. Why did you not bring on Endo at that point? You waited so long for Kanate to get injured. Then you want to bring on Endo. Don't be scared, bro. I know Endo might not be a technical magician, but Endo does have his uses and we've seen it. This is what I'm saying, bro. This isn't me just trying to crash out on Slot's whole reign. No. This is me just trying to be as measured as possible and give us reasons as to why we didn't win today. And these fundamental errors are the manager, and that's why the manager belongs in the basement. How can we just say he's awful? He belongs in the basement, bro.
All right. Shall I tell you why I'd say that I don't think he belongs in the basement? Because we started the game brilliantly. Arguably could have been 2-0 up. Kwanzaa also gets a chance which comes off the post, which is hell of unlucky. Trent also had one that came off the post, which was hell unlucky.
No, I understand that.
And Donnarumma also had the game of his life. So in the same way...
So did Alisson to a degree, though. Alisson had an amazing game again.
Alisson had the game of his life last week.
No. Okay,
if we were rating Donnarumma today, Donnarumma's an Alcantara. So if we're going to keep the same energy... If we're going to keep the same energy like we kept last week, I don't think you can sit there last week and go, Luis Enrique was basement last week because Alisson just had a game of his life. In the same way, I don't think you can say Slot was basement today because Donnarumma had the game of his life. But the reason why Enrique was way better last week than Slot was today is because I don't think Enrique's management was the reason why PSG lost last week. Whereas I do think Slot holds the largest portion of blame today as to why we lost and went out of the tie today.
Do you know
But
what
I
it
don't
is?
think it's basement
Yeah.
because we had chances to get a goal and we played portions of the game which were good.
We always praise him for his substitutions, and rightly so, because I think he's been the best in the business this season, like in general. But I do feel like again today he left it fundamentally got it wrong as well. And do you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna mention another thing that people may have forgotten about as well. I fully understand McAllister was on a yellow and Soboslai might be running on empty. But do you want to know something? They are flipping good penalty takers. Why did you take them off?
Yeah, okay.
Because then I wouldn't be seeing Curtis Jones and Darwin Núñez. Again, that's a fundamental error. That is fundamental. Two of the best penalty takers you've taken off. But and not only that, your actions are showing me that you want to play for penalties. So you want to play for penalties, but you take off the two best penalty takers. And not only that, I said it, and it may sound harsh. Kelleher, I said, is a specialist. I said I would have taken off Ali. These are the harsh realities. That's me just saying, listen, I know we're probably going to really upset Ali here, but like Kelleher's just better. I said this during the game.
You know what?
And
Do you know what we
do you
do
get what
have
I'm
to
saying?
just be, do you know what we do have to just be honest about? And don't get me wrong. I mean, the competition's terrible, but I guess for finals level, you got to figure out what you want to say. Slot did get to the final of the conference, the Europa Conference. So I guess you could say he's got a little bit of European know-how to some degree because he did make a European final, only to lose to a goal in Jose, who's been around the block and knows exactly how to win in Europe. But generally speaking, Slot has no European experience, and I just hope he learned from this. Like, Champions League is a whole different kettle of fish.
He got schooled.
Yeah, it's Luis Enrique's won the Champions League, and Luis Enrique's done this at the highest level.
Yeah,
If we think about Slot in comparison, Slot is an amateur compared to Enrique in that regard. Let's hope Slot takes this one on the chin. Shout out Big Steve. Let's hope that Slot learn, and let's hope that Slot can. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's a big difference between being able to navigate the league when you're used to being a league manager because you've been a manager in another country for 4, 5, 6 years as a league manager. But going in Europe, in Champions League, in the big boy tournament, Slot is an amateur. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I think we've got to say. He's a young man and he's an amateur in Europe. Let's hope he learns from this. And let's hope that he can, you know what I mean? And he can go on because it's not very often in your first season in the Champions League, you win it. Because I don't think Slot's ever managed the Champions League game before he came to Liverpool.
Bro,
so,
you're right. He was.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not just going to win the tournament in your first ever time competing in it. He
was schooled, but I also feel like the downfall as well was he made some fundamental errors.
Oh, well, facts.
You get what I'm saying?
No, but I think those mistakes come down to lack of experience in this major tournament, not being able to deal with this level of pressure.
No, of course, and maybe
you know what I'm saying.
And maybe you can say, "Oh, maybe my frustrations make me say basement," but I'm not even like screaming or like what's the word, like seething. It's more just like I'm looking at.
Final, did he make Champions League last season with them? Yeah,
I'm looking at and I'm thinking these are some of the fundamental reasons as to why I think I might even do a video on my channel. You know. Like, because there's things I just want to break down, like that I think that we could have done better. Obviously, in fact, I don't even know whether I want to revisit that. But what I'm saying is like Enrique 100%, he knows what to do. Obviously, Slot still kind of new when he gets to this stage of the Champions League. But I just feel like we were our own worst enemy today with some of the things that we did. Like, I still don't even understand, Drift, the penalty taking thing. Like, McAllister and Soboslai take them all the time. Like, I'm even sure Matt's taking it for maybe I've seen it before.
McAllister and Soboslai are actually penalty experts.
Like, I don't, and then
Soboslai's never missed a penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, or if he has, he's missed one. I just don't understand. And then the striking issue, I get it. You're not happy with both, but then you play the other one because you just trust him more in front of the goal. But then he's been so stinky since he's been back, and then the one that you don't trust at all does something in the last 2 games and you still don't start him. Then he's trying to fight his way into playing into the game. He probably overexerts himself, looks overly tired, because I did notice Núñez was looking a bit laggy as well. And I thought, he's probably trying to like impress Slot a bit too much. Like just
the only thing I'll give him a little bit of grace, Matt, is they were knackered and tired, and we might not have made it to penalties if they kept playing. That's the only thing I'll say.
No, that's kind of true as well. But we were playing for penalties, yeah. And in my brain, I'm thinking, if you're playing for penalties, you got to have this. You got to have the penalty specialist on though. That was just my first thought. And maybe you're right. Maybe they stay on the pitch and they just run from midfield because they're so tired, and then they score and they don't even make penalties. I'm just trying to think of like, I don't know, reasons as to why I feel like we got knocked out today. Well, not even just today. The writing was on the wall from the first leg, wasn't it? If we're being honest, the writing was on the wall from the first leg.
Yeah, we were shit.
Mm.
We were absolutely shit across both legs. That's probably the worst Liverpool have played all season. Across both legs, it's definitely the worst we played all season.
Off the top of my head, I think we had nearly, I don't know, 20 odd shots, but I only remember 2.
And we were up against a good team, which made it worse. Like we could have got away with those 2 performances if we were playing against like a PSV or a Club Bruges. If we were playing one of them clubs, we would have got away with the way we've played over these 2 legs. But PSG are probably the 3rd or 4th best team in Europe, in terms of like the ability of their squad. So like they're a better team than Bayern Munich, in my opinion. I think Atletico is touch and go. Real Madrid and Barcelona, probably the only 2 you say are better than PSG squad-wise.
Real Madrid, Barcelona, squad-wise, yeah.
I think PSG are better than Bayern Munich. Inter Milan, maybe. Would you say PSG? And who would you say is better, PSG and Inter Milan?
I'll probably
go PSG in the top 5.
I'll probably put PSG. I would say Atletico, but Atletico is more starting 11. They just difficult, but I wouldn't say.
Yeah, that's why I said Atletico and PSG might be very similar. Like, but like top 5 though, right? We'll say PSG are top 5.
But trust
so we've
us
gone
as
out
well
to a team
come up
very
against
good.
this PSG, man. Like this PSG has just recently been inventing where they got rid of all their big stars and they said we're gonna start small kind of thing and build our way up. And now we're facing this type of PSG. It's actually so frustrating.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, we had chances drift. And do you remember when I said as well, like, we're gonna get chances, but we're gonna get way better chances we did in the first leg, but we have to take them, and we just couldn't.
I know it was a long time ago now, 15 minutes into the game when Salah missed those 2 chances. But remember, I said we're on top of them right now, and we haven't taken advantage. This worries me. And then look what happened. They scored about 5 minutes after, and then after that,
they kept us. They kept us from scoring at Anfield. That's another thing that you have to factor in. They kept us from scoring at Anfield. We didn't score at Anfield. I know we lost on penalties, but we didn't even score at Anfield.
Is that the first time? Is that the first time this season we failed to? No, Nottingham Forest, didn't it? When we didn't score past Nottingham Forest, yeah.
Like,
well, look, let's get through these supers because we've got a lot of them. I might need you to do half of these, bro. Big up Dean. Says, I blame the players more, but Slot had a stinker today. I like the guy, but I think he can be very robotic with his subs and his game plan. We try it again. I think his game plans have been brilliant, Dean, not to take a shot at you. I just think he fucked up today.
That's how I see it. Just today, messed up.
He just fucked up today. Big up Arshad says, Gravenberch is going to end up like Fabinho. Bro, he's only 22, so I wouldn't go that far. But this season, the man is definitely looking like Fabinho.
But I actually wish the season could end after this Sunday. Like hopefully we win.
Bro, do you know what's worrying me even more? He's going on international duty. He's not even going to get a break during that time. He's going to go and he's going to get played in both games.
It's one of them ones where you got to do the whole. I've got to knock. I'm being
I'm being real. Slot should just ask them, man, if they can just have some mercy, bro. And just let him have the week off, bro.
He's so thin. He's so cooked. You could, crazy.
Charlie, big up, says we carry on. We're in a cup final and we pretty much won the league. Can't blame the players on pens. Whoever has the balls to take one. Yeah, again, I was saying to the people before you came back, Matt. I can't believe there's people saying things like Jones just ain't good enough because he missed a penalty. We're really gonna do that.
No, we can't do that.
Are we really gonna do that? Just because I missed a penalty, bro.
We can't do that. What did Jones do when he came on in the
players in the world
first
miss penalties?
Leg.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, Tron says injured Gakpo over Chiesa is criminal. Shite performance. Big up, Tron.
All jokes aside, I don't want to do. Is that alone worth a basement, bruv? An injured player,
I probably would have put him in the basement if you had.
I did put Slot in the basement, remember? But you said you and Cal were awful. Remember?
Maybe
I'll
we
put him in
should
the
put him
basement.
in there. Maybe we should put him in
Bruv,
there.
you would rather play an injured
Maybe
player
we
over
should
a
put him
player
in.
who's there. The player's smiling. Now,
You know what?
something's wrong.
I was thinking it too at first, but the more we talk about it, the more it's winding me up.
Chiesa was smiling.
The more you talk about it, the more you're making me think
Well,
you're right, and the more you're winding me up. I'm like, nah, Slot was terrible today, man.
Bruv, you brought on an injured player for us to all see. We were
No,
all
but he
asking-
knew he was injured. That's why he didn't do it until the 100th minute.
I know. What did you do? How would you describe that with one word? Insanity, innit?
Outrageous.
Bruv, it's criminal, bro. That's actually crazy.
We're at the Champions League, you know, man.
I know.
We're out, bro. Do you know why I don't think I'm as angry? Because I saw it coming. I think that's the reason why I'm not as mad, because I actually saw it coming. I genuinely think that's why I'm not that mad, bro, because I saw it coming. Clips, gutted, but all about the league. Are you coming to the parade? Bro, 100% we're going to be trying our best to get to that parade.
We should be there.
Hopefully see you there. Big Up Football Blood says, if you guys win through on penalties, it's not deserved. And with Madrid next, that's going to be worse than PSG. It's fine, man. Move on. Cheers, Matt, Drift, and Cal. Now, you know what? Football Bloods, big up yourself. I said this during the watch-along, Matt. I don't know if you was the one who agreed with it, Cal. If PSG chefed us up like that, I didn't even want to see what Kylian and them man there did to us, bro. So if I'm honest with you, it's good we just went out now. We concentrate on winning the cup. We get the double. And then we've had a brilliant season.
I know what you're saying.
I didn't want to get all the way to the semis and watch Kylian and Vinny and Rodrigo chef up our club, bro. And of course, 2 legs is some 5-1 business, bro. I couldn't watch that, bro. I hate Real Madrid, and I can't watch that, bro. I can't watch that, bro. I can't.
It might have been Atletico where they just pinch you to death.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Could have been Atletico. I'll be real, because he...
And you know what? This Champions League season so crazy? Could be Arsenal.
No. Yeah,
bro, this Champions League season so crazy, bro. Who knows, isn't it?
No, it's true. Knows? You don't know. Yeah.
Who knows? Big Up Righty says that Kwanzaa header gutted, but we move. Yeah, bruv. That Kwanzaa deserved that to go in just for his own self-esteem and how, do you know what I mean? Now, I'm so gutted for the
Should I be real? When that hit the post and the rebound it fall to McAllister, I'd never wanted to admit it, but deep down I said, yeah, we're not winning. You know, the rebound could have just fell to McAllister. The rebound went at some acute angle across. Instead of just falling to McAllister, McAllister has a tap-in goal. But no, it goes away. Bruv, it was the...
Even the unluckiness of Diaz being offside for the goal we scored that was disallowed, you're like, it's not going to be on that, is it?
Yeah. You just start to think.
Jay says, PSG rested their 11 at the weekend, but we can't. That's true as well, because they've got an easy league. Mr. Whoopsie says, Nunes is technically and cognitively absent. Look, it is what it is, man. Dougie says, I effing hate this Chiesa signing. Why was Gakpo on?
You'll have to ask Slot, bro.
Don Juan says, the gravy train has ran out. He needs to hold bench new DM next season. Do you know what, Matt? It has to be a combative one as well. If I hear Zubimendi and that becomes a real thing, I'm crashing out. I don't even care if people think he's a good player. I don't want no more of this. Our midfield is silky and good on the ball. I want someone who's in there now, bruv, taking names and crashing number plates.
Be careful what you wish for, though, because I'll be real. I know what you're saying.
No, he needs to have a bit of ability. I don't just mean I want someone who don't know how to play.
Are you going to go say Ugarte? Because I'm never...
No, I don't want a Ugarte.
I don't want someone who's just on the ball. They're actually redundant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I don't want that. I don't. That's why I'm a believer, bro. And what's crazy is, during the game, I said it to you, look. That's why Flacco was the best DM. Because he actually was the crash you out, take you out, sweep you up guy. But on the ball, he actually was techie. He had passing range. You know what I'm saying? Like, Flacco was actually like your perfect DM, bro. It's crazy, bro.
But you know what's so crazy? This what hurts though. Pause. PSG don't even have a DM like that. Not really.
No,
And
but
they
that's why
just
if you actually deep it, bro, when we did do the right
they're
pass,
mad
we got
fluid.
through their
Yeah.
midfield just as easy as they got through ours. We just didn't do fuck all with it when we got up the other end. But we were getting through their midfield at times.
But it's like paying the
We
price
just
for
weren't
not
doing
having.
anything with it.
It's like having that balance, or they believe that they don't need a DM because they know technically they're so good it was going to create chances. It's risky, don't get twisted, because you always should have someone in your team that can just sense danger naturally. Like you always want that.
And I'll be
person
honest with you as well, bro. You might not want to hear this, but Vitinha is a much better athlete than McAllister. Like he's way quicker.
Oh yeah, no. I've got I know.
So like McAllister
Yeah.
and Grav being in a midfield.
No, but them man are
is
fleet-footed
slower
though.
as well. Do you get what I'm
Them
saying?
man, yeah, because Johnny is. I hate to say this, yeah, but McAllister is slow.
And he looks like he's running out of steam a bit.
Yeah, like he's never been quick, but like McAllister's slow, bro.
Yeah, he's running out
He
of
is
steam
slow.
and he's
He is
slow.
slow.
Yeah. I'm a believer, man. I'm a believer. Sorry, let me get back to these. Big up Sean, as always, says we need this international break. Sean, the thing is though, our players are gonna go on international duty, so they're not gonna get no break, bro.
Yeah.
And a few players not going to be honest tonight. And a few players not going. To be honest, tonight we did not take our chances, and PSG were the better team over both legs. Facts, they were the better team.
They were the better team.
There's no denying that. Big up Sharif, as always, brother. Big up yourself. Says we will come back stronger. You never walk alone. Nunes gets heat, but Diaz is a genuine disgrace. I disagree with that, bro, but fair play. I don't think he's a disgrace, but fair play. Cyberzone, everything wrong tonight. Diaz stinker, left back is an issue. Jota was awful. Lineup and subs were terrible. Positives is next season. New left back, left winger, and a striker, and we go again. Maths, we didn't deserve to win. Some say the squad is fine. I don't know, man. Both right backs get muscle injuries. Left backs have regressed. We need an attacking midfielder, a 6, a centre back, and a 9. Big up yourself, Maths. We do have a good squad. We just need to improve it. Do you know what I mean? Like, two things can be right at the same time, I think. Dean is back. Says, to be honest, I don't think we are tired. We haven't been running a lot this season. Maybe Grav. Slot should have rested players too. PSG did that ish. But why would you say we should rest people if you don't think we're tired, though, bro? If you get what I mean. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, Dean, and if you get what I'm saying. But I think we're tired. And it's not just about physical tiredness as well. I think people forget mental tiredness. Taking on new instructions, new environment, running, the pressure of playing every week. Like, the squad's been through a lot, man. The squad. I know we're annoyed we're out, but the squad has been through a lot this season, and they have overachieved in a lot of people's eyes. I'm one of a few that thought we were going to win the league, and I didn't foresee us winning the league and making a final. Even I didn't think we'd do both. We're in a final and we're going to win the league. So, like, the squad's been through a lot. Mental fatigue is a thing as well. No, it's not just physical. It's not just physical.
Do you know what's so crazy, dude? Just to add to that as well, yeah, and to Dean's point, when I done the preview, yeah, I said to the chat, well, let's go Curtis Jones and Curtis Jones and Endo and Soboslai. And they were like, no. And they were like, but to be fair, the chat was saying Slot probably going to play strongest team. And I was like, but this is where we need to rest Grav, though. We need to rest Grav. We should have rested Grav against Southampton. I know Grav played pretty decent, but there's got to be times when you can rest your players, man. If you can't rest them, like they're just going to burn out, bro.
Do you want to
know in the preview? Surely some people in the chat will remember that. Big up the chat.
I don't know if you agree with me or not.
When I've done the preview.
But I also think when it comes to Grav, it can't even just be looked at from a physical point of view. If you are asked to be a player that for 2 years you haven't even been playing enough to do, you're in a new league, you're in a new team, under a new manager, etc., etc. Gravenberch has done exceptional for the way he's been so instrumental to the way we played. But, bro, after a certain amount of time, I think the mental stress on Gravenberch might be playing just as much of a role as the physical, because he's the one who's been relied upon for the season, being the system, playing, constantly having to be switched on, thinking all the time. Do you get what I mean? Like when you play the role in the team that he plays, it's probably more mentally draining than a lot of other positions.
1 second, I got to kill this spider. 1 second, I got to kill this spider.
Yeah. Because you personally are thinking all the time because you're someone whose game is based on having to think about what other people are doing. So for me personally, I also believe that Gravenberch is probably mentally knackered as well because he's been through a season where he's got to be switched on all the time. He's physically running around. He's got to be physically in the right place at the right time. Then he's mentally got to be thinking about what to do next and rare. I just think the man is just tired all round. I really do. I just think he's tired all round. So he'll be back next season, or maybe he can get a second wind if we can find a way to give him a rest at some point. But yeah, I just think it's one of those ones where we might be overthinking it. Genie Houdini, big up yourself, bro, says, I love Salah, but he is a limited bag of moves. He got dominated over the 2 legs. What is our plan B if Salah does not step up? We are never backed. I don't think he's limited, but he had a terrible Champions League tie over both. Yeah, it wasn't good, man. Big up Teke as always. Says Slot should have rested Salah more. He is exhausted. Big up yourself, bro. Mantis says, F it, up the Reds. Cup final this weekend and the champions of England, lads. It stings now, but the Prem was always the holy grail. You'll never walk alone. I agree with that, bro.
No, the Prem was always the holy grail. Facts.
I agree with that. Actually, Matt, where are you at now? Because remember when I said to you, will it take the gloss off of the league if we got the Champions League? Now it's
obviously
happened. Do you think it's taken any gloss off the season?
It's disappointing not to win any trophy, but if we win the Prem, which I think we will, and it's already done in my opinion, and then obviously you try and win the Carling Cup on Sunday, that's still a very, very good season for Liverpool, bro. We won the league. That's our bread and butter. The main thing was the league. Champions League is a bonus, bro. That was a bonus if we could win the Champions League as well. That was a bonus, innit?
Let me ask you another question then.
Bro, why are you trying to give me these scenarios where Liverpool don't do something and you're gonna ask me?
Whoa. Considering it's on the horizon, God forbid we don't win the final.
See, bro.
How much loss is taken off of the season then?
What if we don't win on Sunday?
If we don't win on Sunday,
I'll wait and see how I feel on Sunday. I can't answer. I'm just keeping honest. I can't answer that, bro. No, I can't. It's hard to say it. I think I'd only be able to give like a proper response once we've had the final, and because then I could even say if we would have lost this final, I think I may have crashed out more than what I would have realized. I need to kind of be in it, I guess.
Can I tell you something that you're gonna actually think I'm crazy to say? But I prefer to lose today and win on Sunday.
What?
If you told me I've got to pick one that I win and one that I lose, I prefer to go out to Champions League and then win the cup on Sunday.
Yeah, but you're only saying that hindsight because you're probably thinking,
no, I'm not. We're in the final. I don't think we can win the Champions League. There was always a part of me that was thinking, if we get Real Madrid, they're gonna knock us out. If we get to the semis and play Real Madrid, they're gonna knock us out. So I was always very skeptical about playing Real Madrid. Obviously, I wanted us to get there, but I'm saying if there was a scenario where you gave me a choice, I'm picking the final. And just we do a domestic double.
People are buying down to Madrid too easily. I understand why you would say that because they are the holders. They just have moments of brilliance. Even against Atletico, it's just 2 moments of brilliance in it. But we're moving like we weren't on stuff this year. There's a reason why we all felt confident that we have a very good chance of winning the Champions League. It's only because we got knocked out. And obviously, maybe even due to like the last couple of weeks, it looked a little bit leggy. That we're kind of like teetering over the line kind of thing. Maybe that's why. But I don't know, man. I think we could have won the Champions League, though.
We're good enough to, as in generally speaking, but looking at how we've been the last few weeks, I just started to get that horrible feeling of like, we're running out of steam. I just don't see how we can beat Real Madrid if we get to the semis.
Nah, do you know what, though? It's weird. Styles make matchups, innit? It sounds weird. I still think we could have potentially beaten Real Madrid.
I know we lost. Play very similar to PSG, bro. with just better players.
No.
They
PSG
counter-attack when they play good
PSG
teams.
keep the ball better. No. PSG keep the ball better than Real Madrid. They're a little bit
No,
more.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid's ability to counter-attack
They don't
would have
squeeze the pitch like that.
shit out of us.
No, I know. Real Madrid, PSG kind of like try and squeeze the pitch as best as they can because they know that they're very good in possession. Real Madrid, not so much. Real Madrid will try and catch you when you least expect it. That's what they try and do compared to PSG. PSG will just try and hammer you into the ground, innit? Like death by possession.
All I'm saying is, obviously, I wanted us to go as far as we could. And I know, like, in terms of talent, we could have won the Champions League. But I was just looking at the squad in the last few weeks and like how we're starting to look tired and stuff. And then I just thought, if we get to Real Madrid in that semi-final, I just don't see how we beat them.
But remember, we've beaten them already. Again, the stakes are higher.
No, bro, here's the difference. PSG and Real Madrid in the league part are not the teams they are now. They've gained back their momentum. They are so different from the teams that were playing in the league.
But that's also going to play a part in the... Even though I know what you're saying, because they're like an NBA team that play in the playoffs. They just wait for that switch. Business end of the season, they switch on. I fully get it.
Yeah.
But they're also going to remember that this ain't the same Liverpool that we played back in 2021-22 season, I think it was. Yeah. That's not that same team. We have to be wary of them. This new manager's got us on smoke this year. There's a reason why we were so proud this season. There's a reason why we should be proud because we're in the Premier League. And I'll be real, I'm vexed we just come out the Champions League because we had a very good chance of winning it. I know we lost to PSG, but stars make matchups. I still even would have thought we would have beat Real Madrid if I'm being very, very honest with you. Because Real Madrid, yes, we could talk about heritage. They pick their moments, but they can be got at. They can be got at. Bro.
No, yeah, of course. But I just don't think we would have. We look tired. It's like I don't know.
I get
man.
what you're saying.
We just didn't look like we could go
all
all
right.
the
So
way.
I will say this: they got more match winners. But for some, I don't know why I just would have felt that if we played them this year in higher stakes further down the line, I think we could have beaten them personally. That's just me, but.
And you know what, bro? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The way we look a little tired in that, I don't even think it was a given we even get past Aston Villa. Call me crazy, but Emery is a European G. And I was like, boy, what if we don't even beat Villa over the two legs because they just throw up a masterclass of tactical? Do you get what I'm saying?
Football, listen, that's what happens, isn't it? You can only go with what you assume is going to happen. I would still like to think that we take out Aston Villa. PSG are better than Aston Villa, bro. As great as Aston Villa are, PSG are better than Aston Villa. So, like, in my mind, if we would have beaten PSG, in my mind, we would have taken out Aston Villa. Would it have been easy? No, because it's another Prem team, and it's like Emery in Europe, in it's troublesome. But I still think we would have beaten them, though.
Like, no, I think we probably would have got past Villa, but it would have been a struggle, you know? It would have been a struggle to get past Villa, I reckon.
Even if it's a struggle, I still think we go through, though.
Yeah.
Like, Lucadine ain't keeping Salah as quiet as Nuno Mendes is. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Styles make matchups. Like, I don't think, like, their right back is Matty Cash, in it. Matty Cash ain't really holding Diaz. Like,
remember, though, we did draw with Villa this season. It was only a couple of weeks ago.
I know, but again, I still feel like we would have beaten them.
Silver Spring says instead of holding Slot accountable for his horrendous decision to start Jota, they want to say he doesn't trust Nunes. LOL. We are out because of Slot. Teke says Slot effed up today. Nunes should have started. Mac and Sobo should have never come off. Nunes should have taken the second. I'm guessing he's saying Nunes shouldn't have taken the second penalty.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we move. Big up, Teke.
Yeah.
Hey Ming says, Jota, Lucho, it's been fun. Darwin, not meant to be. Big up yourself, hey Ming. Maths is back, says, we really expected the team that only won a League Cup last season to win it all. We've done well to win the league. See you at the parade. Ray in hand. Ray and Nephew's going to be popping that day. Big up, Maths. Maths has got a good point there still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can't ever be disappointed for winning the league. You get what I'm trying to say? Can't ever. Like, when Liverpool Football Club was supposed to be winning every big trophy. We were unfortunate not to win the Champions League this year, but the Premier League is still an amazing achievement when you consider what we did last year.
Yeah. Big up Mantis, who says, just give Chiesa's Prem medal to Stevie. Big up Jamrock says, Slot gets F not an average A1. This is on Slot. A lot of people are crashing out on Slot tonight still.
It's starting to agree with me now, isn't it? That he belongs in the basement, bro.
Mudkip says some dumbass saying Slot out when it's his first season and he's winning the Prem with barely any signings. Yeah, Slot out is wild.
Slot out is
that's got to be a
crazy.
trolling thing.
I think
If you're not trolling saying Slot out as a Liverpool
I
fan,
think you're
that
just...
you're so emotional, I think you need some therapy.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie.
It can't be a Slot out thing.
Slot out. Wow.
After one bad, like really, like I get we got
Crazy,
knocked
bro.
out, but flipping out, that's crazy for me anyway.
Crazy.
Can't be Slot out, man. For that.
Azim says Salah never turns up when it matters. He's got to be trolling. He's got to be trolling, especially that he's got Salah in his DP. He's got to be trolling, surely.
I think he's trolling. Still.
Jay's back. Says you still rate Diaz. Diabolical again. Pond says the team needs a major surgery this summer. Hopefully we can go strong now in the league and get maximum points. Big up, Kopish. Big up yourself, bro.
Do you want me to do the next one? Do you want me to do the next ones?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Do you know? I just realized that's 35 supers I've just got through. There's still like, yeah. Take off there, safe, bro.
Big up, Doyle. He said, if you don't trust him, then it means he's cowardly liar. He said he was happy with the score. Just another FSG lapdog, a company man, sick of it. Flipping. Oh, damn. Big up, H. I wept like a. Oh, okay, like a twin. What? I wept like a twin.
I don't know what a twink is, but he's basically saying he started crying when he saw
I think that's it. I think that's his twink, because it looks like an R, but I think it's a K at the end, right?
Yeah,
K.
Twink.
A twink. When I saw Darwin step up, second, none on Nunes, just mental decision. Harvey, Verge, Gakpo, even Simicast on the bench. Better choices, in my opinion. I know, bro. Trust me, it's crazy.
Like I said, I kind of more agree with him in terms of the mental of like Nunes obviously has got a lot of ups and downs and confidence issues this season, but he's only missed one penalty. So like he is actually a good penalty taker. It's unfortunate that it had to be him in it, but
I know. Big up Genie. If it's obvious Slot doesn't trust certain players and him to be blamed, we don't get the players he will trust to compete next season. If it's rare we fill all the holes in our squad, also player contracts. I know. Here's the thing. If the manager doesn't get the players that he doesn't trust, then obviously you got to start looking at the recruitment team, because they're giving him players just for giving him players' sake, and they're not giving him players who he actually wants, and that's where it becomes a serious issue. In regarding the contracts, yeah, we already know that contract issue is just that big cloud that I said has been there all season. Big up Jay. He says Slot said Ibu isn't hurt. That's good news. So hopefully Ibu will be okay. Big up Jamrock. Any coach who thinks they can go throughout a season challenging on all for France and say you can't play all 11 all season, but ideally 14-15 is a coach who can only coach to win one trophy a season. That's Slot. After Jamrock kind of feels like with him having like a small squad, he kind of feels like the reason why he's kind of like that is because he mainly focuses on one. Maybe, do you know, is Jamrock he needs to adapt, because maybe in the Eredivisie, obviously you try and win the league. Obviously they try and win the cup, but it's mainly just them two in it, the league and cup in it. They're not really going to win the Champions League. So Slot definitely has to do some adjustment, and that's why I feel like, bro, yeah, he had a howler today. Big up the boy. Says leggy today. Molik spent from fasting. Full stop on Nunes. Ibi was cramp. Clear where the money needs to be spending. Big up Jamrock. Slot's been on my hit list for his squad management. I hear that. Big up Harry. Carl, your Juju Crabber continues. Big up Art Wolf. Chiesa is on 120 grand a week to sit on the bench. Mad, I know. 120 grand. That's crazy. Big up Andil. Ballon d'Or players performing big games like this. Yeah, I guess so, but it's just unfortunate. I guess what it's done now is open the door for a potential Real Madrid player to win Ballon d'Or, and it just will unravel Salah's amazing Premier League season, which I think has been absolutely incredible. Big up Beastman. No Chiesa was a joke. Poor from Slot. Gakpo not fit. I fully agree with you, bro. Big up Mantis. Jota hasn't scored in Europe in 3.5 years. That is crazy, like I was saying. Big up Football Blast TV. I'll be fuming if I know it. Arsenal wins the UEFA Champions League. Broski, I would deactivate. I think I don't even think about that.
If Arsenal win the Champions League, Inter Milan, Barcelona, PSG, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid should all never play in Europe again.
They should never let that happen. Bigger H, Cody's definitely basement. Rancid today. His aroma alone could peel the paint off metal. That's crazy. Bigger H, man. Bigger Jamrock. Slot said ideally only want to play 14 to 15 players. Then he might have to slightly change that, because 14 to 15 is really small. I remember Mourinho used to say, like, is it 18 or something? Not 14 to 15.
There's almost a part of me that feels like when managers say that, it's a little cowardly, like they can't handle a bigger squad. Because why would you ever only want that small amount of players?
Like is there a limit to your...
Like you just can't keep players happy once you get past a certain amount.
It's a lot hard after that. Yes, maybe that's a good point.
It's a bit cowardly, man. Like, come on, man.
Big up Vitu. Slot is too scrutinized as an overperforming manager the debut season by this fan base. Losing sucks, but let's take a deep breath and get over it. He's taken us this far. Why we're cynical, bro. Vitu, I respect everything that you're saying, but I'm strictly just talking about today and why I think we lost today. But people crashing out and going mad on Slot for other reasons and saying, Slot, yeah, I agree with you. We don't need to go there. Liquidator's got us. Do you know what I mean? But you never walk alone 2.0. Liverpool didn't deserve to win. LFC had only 4 shots on target over 3.5 hours of football. Grav knackered, no pen takers, laugh at loud, PSG deserve to win. Yeah, when you say it like that, it's actually facts, bro. Bigger Ash. Respectfully, we lost to the better team. PSG going to win it now. Football, less than over 2 legs. XG, over 2 legs. Extra time. Liverpool, 1.8. PSG, 5.4. Let's take the L like grown men. Shake PSG hand. Wish them luck. PSG was just better. I agree.
Yeah, they were just better.
We're just frustrated. Uncle Rods, big at yourself, Uncle Rods. This is what I was about. Slot. He's inexperienced.
Yeah, in Europe, yeah.
In Europe, you're right. Big up Mantis, Enrique hooking players like Craven, putting on penalty takers like Emery. Tells me he knows his squad better than Slot. I did mention that. I said you don't take off your penalty takers in Soboslai McAllister. You don't do that. Big up Ash. Chelsea. What was it? Chiesa 8 in the basement. He's in area 51. That's Titans kicking in. I said Chelsea. They are in the basement though. Arsenal spending about 50 billion. Big up Arsenal fans have zero shame. It's actually mental. I know they're gonna celebrate like it's them or something. It's crazy.
I know, but like Arsenal man have all like messaged me. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you actually like? Where's your self awareness?
Nah, bro, let them, because they act like. Anyway, I don't want to say too much. There's a lot to be played, especially
getting chefed up by Man United and then coming and talking shamelessly because we went out to a great side. It's like, wow, mad.
This is what I mean. Big up Football Plus TV. Drift wishing to get Belieber, end up getting Casemiro.
Bro, if we ever.
Nah, that could never happen.
If we ever.
Big up Ticket NBA. He says people consistently insulting D9 live unhappy lives.
Hey, big up Teke, because Teke's been one of the #1 people that's defended Nunes still. So big up Teke.
I don't even understand what there was to crash out about. I get it, he missed a penalty, but really? Like, he should have started today, in my opinion. Big up Jamrock. 2-5 to Real Madrid, 0-3 to Atlanta, and now 0-1 to PSG at home.
Oh, yeah, shit. I totally forgot we lost to Atlanta 3-0. I totally forgot about that. Oh, my days.
Hold on. When did we lose to Atlanta?
Last season in the Europa League.
Yeah, last season. Yeah, last season. Yeah. Not this season, I was going to say.
No, he's basically saying those are the last 3 times we've gone out of Europe.
Yeah. Big up Charlie. Slot will learn from this. We will win the league and we will win the cup final. Darwin should have started, and if he did, I believe we would have won. You never walk alone. I'm on the same premise as you, Charlie, but people will say I'm a madman because I've been saying Darwin ain't good enough, but I think I made a valid case as to why I felt like he should have started today. But yeah. Igor V Shark. If Slot doesn't rate D9, why have him take the second pen? Makes me think players decide pen order, which is why I'm crashing out on VVD. I don't know. Here's the
Knowing
killer.
Nunes' personality, he might have been one of the only ones willing to take the penalty.
You got. I could be so wrong here. I think Virgil does take one. He took one when Virgil took one against Kepa. He wasn't one of the first two, was he? He was kind of near the end.
No, Virgil only took one because it got to the part where it was past the first 5.
Yeah, so you have to remember
If I'm
that.
not
chat.
mistaken.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Imran's saying that Salah was crying. That's not a good sign.
Oh my god, that means then it could be. I done it. I deal with that tomorrow in the morning show. I don't even want to do the morning show, man. There's a lot to unpack there, man. Big up Football Bloods TV. Quite weird. I'm here when my team is suffering at the moment.
Appreciate the support, G.
Man said, Joy, it is it's because Football Bloods TV is suffering, and you can see we're suffering. You know that misery loves company, innit? Big up H. Big up Football Bloods TV though. Hope you're blessed though, just in general. I hate your team, but I hope you're blessed though, my bro. This is some peak feeling, man. It's been a good ride watching the Premier League. I feel like I just fell in love after my turn. No, that is crazy. No, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
Nah.
You know, Andre said Soboslai was crying as well, so maybe not look too much into it. I'm not gonna lie though.
But them man crying, that's a bit.
I'm not gonna lie. Champions League is important, but if them man are crying, they gotta man up, bro.
That's a bit soft.
Yeah, you can't. You know what? If it's the final, maybe
then I fully get it. Yeah.
You can't lose a last 16 game and cry. You can be disappointed.
The thing is, all right, someone made a valid point, even though I don't want to see it. So, Real Talk says Salah's probably gutted about Ballon d'Or. He needed to get to that final. That's a different conversation. I do agree with that, by the way.
Salah was never winning it anyway, but now he's definitely not winning it.
Bro, Salah's only chance to win Ballon d'Or was winning the Champions League. I'm not even joking.
But I still don't even think he would have won it then, bro.
No, I'm going to say this. Real Madrid could not win La Liga because it could be Barca or Atletico, which actually could happen. But if Real Madrid win the Champions League, either Vinny or Mbappe is getting Ballon d'Or. Bro, I know I can feel the pain for
especially
Salah
after they crashed out on them last year and didn't even attend and all that. And you know what? If Barcelona win it, Rafinha's gonna get it. So
yeah. Because they're already saying like, oh, Rafinha. He's like, I was like, oh my days.
But Rafinha's actually playing well. No, Vinny and Mbappe, I don't think deserve it because the first half of their season wasn't that great.
Agreed. But Rafinha's playing well all season.
Rafinha's been balling out all season, bro.
All season.
So yeah.
But yeah, listen, chat. I don't want to be here any longer. I don't think you guys will.
Yeah, I just want to go sleep now. Yeah. Rivals, you got to laugh at us. Laugh as much as you can because we'll be lifting the trophy at the end of the season. So laugh as much as you can now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We lost to the better team. We lost to a team that's got a great chance of winning the tournament. Fair play to them. They did their thing.
PSG, you have to give them credit. They actually played better.
All we've got to do now is we've just got to do our best to keep the positivity to go on now and win this league. And if we can win the cup at the weekend, which is going to be difficult with these injuries now, I'm not going to lie. If Ibu and Trent are both missing, Matt, it's going to make that preview for the cup final a lot different than it would have been before. Because now we're starting to get issues ourselves, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? We're starting to get issues ourselves. So that cup final is going to be very difficult. We're both at the same level now because we're losing players and Newcastle have got their injuries as well. It's even the playing field a bit now, isn't it? So let's see what go on. But you know what? If we can do a domestic double, what a fucking debut season and what a great season.
Oh, 100%. This is what I'm saying.
We move.
100%. We can't give up hope on, you know what I mean?
I think Steve said we take it on the chin and we keep it pushing.
Yeah, we might. Listen, the league's done for me. We've wrapped up the league. If we can go win that final on Sunday, that's still a great season, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's just stay positive. I get it. Well, you're allowed to be upset and disappointed that we got knocked out of Champions League because it's the freaking Champions League. You want to win that, but we've got to remember that wasn't our only success this season. If it was, I can understand it. But listen, there's a plan for us, innit? This is slot is only just started, innit? So let's see what happens at the end of this season and obviously next season and season after that, because I reckon we're going to be on some serious stuff. So Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, big up. We keep it moving, we keep it pushing, and we always move. You know them ones. So yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow morning show. I'll be back tomorrow morning show. Not only that, I'll be doing the Real Madrid Atletico Madrid game for Champions League
Oh my
tomorrow.
days! I've got to motivate myself for the Champions League
This
tomorrow.
is what I'm
How
saying.
am I going to do that, bro? No.
Do you know what though? One of them faces Arsenal, innit? Because Arsenal practically wrapped up PSV. So either Atletico or Real Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid Atletico, yeah.
I just need whoever to go through to make sure they mash up Arsenal as best as they can. That's all I can hope for.
Whichever one wins will chef up Arsenal.
They should do, but this is the Champions League drift. I'll be real. Spooky.
Oh no, of course. You can't say that Arsenal can't do it, but
yeah,
we were talking about possibilities over probabilities. There's a possibility Arsenal could win, of course, but the probability is Real Madrid will beat Atletico and Real Madrid will chef Arsenal up. And then we'll get to ask Arsenal how they feel about
Atletico. Don't sleep on Atletico, you know.
No, I just think Real Madrid will get past Atletico.
They should, because they got more match winners, but for some reason Atletico just that you could sometimes it's just hard to just get them out.
And it's quite tough at Atletico because they've also got Barcelona on the weekend, so it's a really big week for them.
Yeah, but Atletico are playing at home.
I know, but they've got to also think about the league title with Barcelona at the weekend. It's a big week for Atletico.
I hear it. But if there's one thing about Atletico, they don't get tired. Them and the robots, bro. No, they don't get tired, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, people, listen. Come check me tomorrow. Chat if you want to be there for real. Atletico, if you still want to watch Champions League, just doing Champions League on the channel as well tomorrow as well. And I'm trying to think on Team Kop-Ish. What's today? Tuesday. No, it's now Wednesday now. We'll be back with a preview on either Thursday or Friday. So stay tuned for that as well. We'll be back for the preview for obviously the big game on Sunday, and that is the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle. So stay tuned for that as well. Big up H. He says, "Come on, Bayern into PSG. I'd rather eat a jean jacket than see Madrid or That's a jean
No, do you know what? I agree with him. If you ask me to give you the perfect scenario right now, I'll say Harry Kane go win the Champions League. I think that would be such a cool story.
I don't care for Kane if that makes sense, but at the same time, I understand it from like
I think his whole career with nothing, and then finally get a double league and Champions League. That's a great story for Kane. That's the story I want. That's the story.
At the same time, though, why are we feeling sorry for a man that wanted to stay at Tottenham?
Because he's a supreme talent who deserves some trophies.
Bro, no one told him to stay there and mash up your whole legacy.
But that's loyalty. I'm never going to be annoyed at a man for being loyal.
I hear it, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, bro.
I'm just saying, I think, or Inter Milan. It'd be a nice story to see Inter Milan win it. If I was gonna pick a club, it would be Bayern or Inter. That's who I would pick if I was.
And I want PSG to win it now, just because they knocked us out, and I just don't.
But PSG is still like an oil club and stuff like that, where
they've
had so many cheat modes over the years. I'm still not gonna back them.
But I'll be honest. When we're out, I don't even care. No, I just don't care who wins it now. Like I'm not even gonna give this is my favorite. I don't care.
No, I hear you, but
like, I care because I'm a football fan, like from a spectacle. But I don't like even the Kane thing. Like, bro, I can't stand. Like, I've got nothing against Harry Kane, but Harry Kane has also stopped us from winning games and things like that. And Harry Kane also I never forget when he scored that goal against Striff, and we was there to say the minute, and he was like, "Hey, bro, don't let me have 2 shots and all that crap." I was just like, "Shut up, bro."
He's just doing his job, bro. He's just doing his job.
Do you know what I mean? But we move.
Like I said, PSG and Man City and all the clubs.
Actually, do you know what? Someone made a valid point. Everyone but Arsenal. As long as it's not Arsenal, I don't really care. I'm being dead for real.
I don't want to see Real Madrid win it either. I can't lie.
I'll be so honest. I'd rather Real Madrid win it than Arsenal.
Of course, yeah,
so real.
Of course, I just don't
call me a hater. I don't care, bro. I'd rather Real Madrid win it than Arsenal. That's facts.
Yeah, of course. But
we ain't got to deal with Real Madrid on the continent. We have to do with Arsenal in the Premier League as well. Like it's just.
All right, here's the perfect scenario: Barcelona, Real Madrid, El Clasico, Barca win.
But I hate them as well.
Yeah, but I think they're the only team that can beat Real Madrid. I don't think Bayern Munich or Inter Milan
Yeah,
can beat
Barca
Real
have their
Madrid.
number. Barca have their number. I think PSG might be able to beat them as well, potentially.
Possibly.
But
That'll
yeah.
be a great semi-final if it's PSG versus Real Madrid in the
Oh,
semi-final.
what about Aston Villa though? What about Unai Emery? Them boy there?
Aston Villa can't beat Real Madrid.
No.
Obviously Unai's
Would
a
you
little
mind if
G,
they
but
won the Champions League? I'll be real though. If they win the Champions League, players might think like, "Oh, this is the place to be." Though, and start.
bruv, the
stealing
only
our
way
targets.
a Villa win this Champions League is based on heritage. That's the only way they can win this. If they can roll back the years and win it on heritage and get their second Champions League, then fair play, innit?
Now, if Unai Emery does a madness, no,
that would be the most egg on Arsenal's face you've ever seen in your life.
the crash out would be crazy.
The crash out would be absolutely crazy.
I'm telling
and
you.
you know, it'd be even better if the crash out was if Villa beat Arsenal in the semi-final.
Hey, bro.
Imagine if both got to the semi-final.
And you know what? I
Arsenal
could see it. No,
Villa
I could actually somehow see that if they met. By the way, I would
because Emery's got Arteta's number, bruv.
Yeah, but not only that,
beat him 3 times in the last 4 games, if I'm not mistaken.
I just think Villa have more weapons right now because of the injuries. Villa have more weapons, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think 3 out of the last 4 games Villa have won. So like he's kind of got his number, bro.
It's true. Anyway, people, listen. Big up to each and one of you. Make sure you come check us out tomorrow on Big Up. We will be there, me and Drift, on our separate channels. Make sure you support us both for the Champions League games tomorrow. Even though, it's going to be a different mood, but we'll see what we can do, chat. You know what I'm saying? Big up to those people that joined today as well. Big up each and every one of you that was able to catch us on Big Up as well. And for those people that joined us today, make sure you smash the like button. Let's get this up to 1,000 likes, people. Do you know what I mean? All we ask is that you just press the like button. That's it. We really would appreciate that. And leave comments below as well. Let us know what you think we can do differently next year, or just let me know, or let us know how you feel about the whole situation. Don't forget to leave a comment, whether it's positive or negative. We just want to see what you guys have to say, and obviously maybe we can discuss a few things about that as well. So yeah, man, people, blessings, enough love. Big up everybody in the chat once again. Liverpool got knocked out. It is what it is. We have to move on, and yeah, we keep moving. Bless up, people. We're out. Enough love.
Peace.
Peace.